Oh, yeah. What's going on? What is cracker lacking, family? What's going on? Late night Sunday, chilling out for a live Q&A with the old samurai, your boy, hanging out with the movie dojo badasses. That's right. The movie dojo army is here in the house. Severio, what's going on, buddy? Oh, shit. Asian movie enthusiasts, time to rumble. Nate Dogg, time to start the fucking ruckus. That's right. Michael Gonzalez. All right. Gilbert, what's going on? John Doe, 95. What up, Phat? What's going on, John? Trado Jr. What's up? PhatSamuraiGuy, how's your Sunday going, brother? It's going all right, man. It's about 8:04 p.m. over here right now. All right. Hope you're doing well. Kelly Kells. All right. Well, I am happy you're joining me live tonight. All right. Live late night Q&A. All right. Sexy Sumo says, I am 4 minutes late. Shame on you. Devin in the house. What's going on, brother? All right. 3Y3 in the house. 15 badasses are here to hang out with the old samurai and talk movies for tonight. I'm loving it. I'm digging it. Let's see. Somebody earlier asked me about the UFC card. Hold on. Michael says, hey, PhatSamuraiGuy, that UFC card yesterday was good, and I'm excited to see McGregor proper 12 versus Poirier next week. I know, right? Man, that fight card was really good. Max Holloway was his Super Saiyan. He went Super Saiyan. He was over 9,000. He was overpowered. Oh, man, against Cater. That was ridiculous. So I don't know if you guys caught the fight with Max Holloway and Cater. It was such a ridiculously dominant performance that at one point, I'm not making this up, at one point during the fight, Max is talking to the commentary booth outside of the cage while dodging punches, claiming he's the best boxer in the UFC. It's wild. It is wild. You guys need to check it out. Sean, what's going on? That's right. That is right. All right. Silver, what's going on? It's hot where you at, huh? Oh, man. Somebody said somebody was letting me know what they were watching earlier today. Oh, Jesse. Here we go. Jesse says he's watching Blade Runner. Which version? There's like 8,000 versions of Blade Runner out there. Wow. I know the final cut's like the one. That's something I need to revisit and watch, man, because the visuals in the original Blade Runner are ridiculous. They are just, the last time I watched Blade Runner, I was just amazed at how good the visual effects were in that movie and for its time. And it looks good enough for a movie that comes out today. Like, it's insane. It's really nuts. It's like, how in the hell did Ridley Scott do that? Devin just finished Birds of Prey. All right. Ray, it's awesome to see you, brother. All right. Oh, shit. John was watching Roadhouse earlier. That's right. Sexy Sumo, Blade Runner, the Burgle Cut. Oh, John was watching Roadhouse. Oh, man. Pain Don't Hurt. Oh, that is a classic 80s badass guy movie. And chick movie, too. Fuck it. Yeah, it's just too good. It's too good. So this is something I'm going to try to do, guys, just for fun. And just it gives me a chance to hang out with you guys more than usual. So I'm going to try to do this every Sunday night, late night live Q&A chat with the Movie Dojo Army. And I figure it'll be a good time for us to catch up and shoot the shit and talk about movies, which is what we love doing. But it also gives us it gives me a chance to kind of talk about the movies I just watched recently for the week. So, because I can't review everything on the channel, it'll be impossible. I can't, like, every single movie I ever watched in my entire life, I can't do reviews on every single movie for the channel. It'd be nuts. But I think it'll be a nice little kind of catch up chat with you guys, just kind of let you know what I came across and my thoughts. And I'm gonna do my best to stay away from spoilers. In case you guys want to watch these movies, but there won't be any rating or grading or anything like that. So I think that'll be fun. Every Sunday we will get together. 30 badasses arriving. That's right. Every Sunday we'll get together, hang out, and then I can just talk about a couple of the movies I saw during the week. That give me a chance to do reviews on them. So, Sexy Sumo says 3 Zatoichi films done, only 3,000 left to watch. Loving them so far. I'm glad you're loving them, man, because they're just gonna keep getting better and better, man. Yeah, buddy. It's just such a classic character, man. Zatoichi, Shintaro Katsu. You gotta love him, man. You gotta love him. Oh man. Sean's asking, have I seen the movie Grizzly Man? Oh, is that the documentary? Is that the documentary on the guy who was hanging out with the Grizzlies and then the Grizzlies got hungry? And then we didn't see that guy anymore. I'm not sure if that's I heard about that documentary. If that's the one you're talking about, I've not seen it though. Let's see here. We check with the comments here. Samurai Sundays, hell yeah, Kelly's down. Ray says, hey, Fat Samurai Guy, which of these 3 different types of magic would you use in a battlefield or quest? Light magic, dark magic, wizardry, alchemy, necromancy, witchcraft, or the Force. The Force. Using the Force. But I'm going Sith. I'm going Sith, man. Everyone's getting destroyed. There's no thinking about it if it's immoral or moral or whatever. No, Sith side of the Force, dark side of the Force, destroying everything, gets in my way. That's what I'm doing. I have seen WandaVision. I enjoyed it. I guess we can add it to the what did I watch this week. Well, here's the thing with WandaVision. I kind of stayed away from reviews and stuff. The thing is with the trailers leading up to WandaVision, WandaVision, they didn't show anything. All they showed was what looked like different vignettes of old school, old-timey TV shows, maybe leading all the way up to the 90s, maybe, right? But that's all they didn't really show a lot. So me and Lady Fabla, when we watched it, we had really low expectations. We had zero expectations. We didn't know what we were going to watch. We had an idea that maybe with WandaVision series that they don't know what's happening, even though they're playing out these characters in the old time, old school TV show vignettes. Like they don't really know what's happening, but slowly throughout the show, it's kind of a mystery, maybe a little Twilight Zone-esque, but soon more will be revealed, right? And that's kind of that was really the only expectation we had, was like maybe the show was going to be like that. And so far with the first 2 episodes, that's kind of looking like what the show's going to be. And it's fine. I mean, actually, the first episode, I was kind of like, okay, this is fun, but where is this going, right? And then there's little clues and things happen towards the end. I was like, And then with the second episode, believe it or not, the second episode is actually funny, like legitimately kind of funny, because that's the type of comedy that was during the 60s, like Bewitched era of shows. But it's actually kind of funny. And it's funny seeing the 2 actors playing, those goofy type of roles. But again, certain things happen throughout. I don't know if you guys saw the watch commercial. Did you see the Hydra symbol in the watch? There's little things throughout there, like, and there's a voice communicating with her, like I don't remember the exact words, but it was like, Wanda, are you okay? Something like that, or do you know where you're at, or there's something like someone's trying to communicate with her, and then at the very end, sorry, spoilers, but at the very end, it seems like she sees somebody get out of a sewer and look at her. And then she looks right back at the guy and she goes, no. And then all of a sudden, it looks like she's almost rewinding time back into the house. So something's coming. So this is just one of those shows where you just have to be patient. Which is perfectly fine, because we're on board. Let's see what mystery gets revealed, right? Did she create this world in her head to avoid something? Because obviously we all know Vision's dead. So is this like a fantasy thing? Like what's happening, right? Is this some kind of defense mechanism she created? Like we'll see. We'll see what happens. But Sorry. But yeah, it was, I mean, I like the second episode more than the first, but it's intriguing. It's very interesting. But the funny thing is, as soon as me and Lady Fabulous started watching, as soon as we were like midway through the first episode, I turned to her and I was like, people are going to hate this. We were fine with it, right? Because we didn't have high expectations and we weren't expecting superhero battles or action or anything. We were expecting something different. So we're perfectly fine with the show the way it is as of right now. But I was just like, dude, like midway through this episode, I was like, people are not going to like this, man. Kids tuning in right now are probably going, what the fuck? Or this new generation right now are probably going, they probably don't even know there were shows like this back then unless they came across some I Love Lucy episodes, right? Or some Dick Van Dyke, which highly doubted, right? So I was just like, they're going to hate this. But hopefully it's cool. Hopefully we get a good little mystery. I'm all for it. So we'll see what the future is for WandaVision. WandaVision. All right. Jonathan, thoughts on Wonder Woman? We did 2 videos on it, buddy. When you get free, man, and you're not doing nothing, check them out. Or you can go straight to the spoilers video. Oh, shit. Trado's watching Bullet in the Head. What? One of the most underrated John Woo flicks. Like, nobody talks about Bullet in the Head. It is a really good movie, man. Badass. Let's see here. Let me try to catch up to you guys here. Oh, so Sexy Sumo says Lovecraft Country is knucking futs. Okay. I'm going to have to check it out, buddy. If you recommend it, I'll check it out. I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Harissa liked the WandaVision show. It was the second episode was legitimately funny. Logan, yo, PhatSamuraiGuy, Shaw Brothers Marathon, anyone? Hell yeah. Gotta love us some Shaw Brothers now. Thoughts on Captain Marvel? Oh, boy. Jonathan's new to the channel. Just go straight to our review, man. That's all you need to check out. That review has become legendary. And people quote what we've said in that video to this day. So check it out for comedic purposes, man. Demand, I think you're thinking of Bullet to the Head. I think that was Stallone's Bullet to the Head, but Bullet in the Head was the John Woo film. Unless I'm totally fucking that up. Actually, I enjoy both movies, so there you go. I started watching the Creep Show, Trado. I started, and then I got like 2-3 episodes in, and then I just kind of fell out of it. But I was fine with it. It seemed solid. I'm sure it gets better, you know. Shadow of the Moon. The ending was a letdown, but as a whole was pretty awesome. Which one was that about, Hammer? Let me know what that one's about. Devin, how about the movie Goldfinger? Classic. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Yeah, classic. Norzoth, what's going on, brother? I recently finished the Korean sci-fi / horror show Sweet Home on Netflix. Definitely recommend it. Quick segue plug. If you guys are curious, head over to Asian Movie Enthusiast channel. I believe he just uploaded his review on Sweet Home on his channel, so make sure you guys check it out. But yeah, it looks fun. That looked fun. I saw the trailer for Sweet Home. I was digging it, man. I was digging it. I was like, I got to check this out. Who would win, Freddy Krueger or Slenderman, and why? I don't know, chat. Freddy Krueger or Slenderman, who would win? Let me know. I'll count it on the side. I'm not sure about all of Slenderman's powers and ability. Isn't it like a lot? Like it's kind of like you can kind of create anything for Slenderman. Oh yeah, he could do that too. Because there's no concrete evidence like this is his powers and abilities. But I'm biased and I'm an 80s kid, so I'm gonna go with Fred. I'm gonna go with prime time bitch. Trado's watching some sidekicks. There you go. All right, got enough people in today, so I'll just kind of quickly not talk. I'll try not to talk too much about the movies I just watched, and let me know. Join in. This is our time to hang out. Join in. Let me know if you've seen those movies that I'm about to mention, and let me know what you thought about them on the side. And then after that, we can continue hanging out and talking about anything. All right. So let me go over here. Now, you know how I said I was going to stay away from spoilers, right? For these movies. Every time we do these, I'll stay away from spoilers. I'll just recommend it or not recommend it or whatever. This movie was so bad, fuck this movie, that I'm talking about spoilers. So, so before we get into it, hold on. Hold on. Here we go. Let's get it going. All right, the intro's out of the way. What films did I watch? All right. So this first movie was, me and Lady Fat Blood, we love B movies, we love C movies, we love Z movies sometimes. But there has to be something in there that entertains us, right? Harrisa, well, thank you for donating and helping out the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So it's always fun to, we call it the 5 to 10 minute challenge. I don't know if you guys do this, right? You'll be scrolling through streaming services, right? And you'll see a movie, whether by the cover or the plot, or you're just curious about it, and you give it the 5 to 10 minute challenge, right? And then after that, if it doesn't interest you, then you just like click, right? So we do that sometimes. So we came across the title alone. We were like, okay, what is this? So, so we saw this title called, here we go, Expect to Die. Yes, you're expecting to die if you watch this, yes. Right? And the only reason we saw the title, we were like, what the hell is this? And then I clicked on it to give the 5-10 minute challenge because I like David Bradley. I'm a fan of David Bradley. You guys know American Ninja, the later series, and American Samurai. And Jalal Murhi, and I think I screwed up that name. I apologize, but I'm going to just call him Jalal. I've seen him as well in old school. Back in the day, we're talking early 90s. These guys are like martial arts stars from the early 90s, right? I mostly remember Jalal from Tiger Claws. I remember him teaming up with Cynthia Rothrock, and they went against Bolo Young, right? I wish I was watching Tiger Claws right now, but I was like, what the hell? Keep in mind, on Amazon Prime, it didn't even look like this. The poster didn't even look like this. It looked worse. I didn't even know what the fuck I was looking at. Like, what is this? So we click on it. Oh, my God. Oh, Lady Fat tapped after the 10-minute mark, and she went to sleep. I don't know why, but I was just bored, and I kept watching it. I went all the way to finish it. Oh, my God. So if any of you guys have seen Expect to Die, please let me know what's going on with that. But oh my God. Look at that glorious cover. Yeah, that's right, Eric. I know, right? Seriously. So I'll be brief with this one because it's really bad. So basically, we have David Bradley is actually the villain in this one, believe it or not. And I'm like, oh God. But that soft voice of his is like, I don't know about him being a bad guy. But his dad created this virtual reality technology, right? Because 90s, right? Virtual reality, everything's virtual reality. And even though the technology wasn't really legit till later, but virtual reality in the 90s, got Lawnmower Man and stuff like that. So the plot of the movie, here, let me just read the basic plot here. So it says, all right, let me get here. Let me get to this. Hold on one second here. Jesus Christ. Somebody must have really liked this movie to put this big ass plot here. All right. So the military has been testing a new virtual reality fighting simulator, but testing is abruptly canceled when a soldier loses his life during the action. Its creator, Dr. Vincent McIntyre goes underground to continue developing the device until Detective Justin Blake and his partner Stone break into the syndicate to stop them. However, they are too late, and the new simulator is even deadlier than the first. Yeah, so this came out in 1997, as if you couldn't tell from that cover, right? And it was just, excuse me, it was so bad. So the military is basically, they shut down David Bradley. They shut him down. They're like, look, your virtual reality thing is killing soldiers, okay? You're supposed to be training them, not killing them. So it's killing them. He gets banished. And so, of course, evil scientist style, he goes underground again, still tries to do his thing. Now, if you guys are curious to watch this movie, the only interesting thing about it, interesting? If you want to watch it and to laugh, the virtual reality scenes are atrocious. So for example, he wants to test out the VR machine, right? So basically, he will kidnap people and test them. So this is how ridiculous this movie is. So he drives by, well, actually earlier in the movie, David Bradley gets thrown out of a bar by the bartender. Then later he drives back by the bar, sees the bartender throwing two other guys out the back, out of the bar, and then doing martial arts, by the way, doing martial arts style, right? He shoots the bartender, so he'll a dart in his neck, so he'll pass out. Then he kidnaps the bartender, straps him into the virtual reality machine, and then basically the bartender wakes up in the virtual reality game and then gets into a martial arts fight with this virtual reality character with some of the worst. We're talking about horrible computer effects for even 97. It was bad, and then he ends up getting killed. So it's just so he's testing it out. And then you have other funny moments where you can tell he's running in place next to the green screen or whatever. The blue screen, he's like running in place while this other guy's throwing from the video game is throwing ninja stars at him. It's so ridiculous. So if you want to watch at least the virtual reality scenes and laugh at them, it's pretty funny. It's pretty bad. But you have Jalal, who's the detective. They go, Omniblast in the house. What's going on? I just went back to the comments here. 90s VR scenes are the best. Do they show electrified wires? No, they do not. But so you have Jalal, which I think it's the most memorable scene in the movie. So we get an introduction to our hero, right? So he actually directed this movie as well. So he comes across these bad guys. His female partner at the time is like in there undercover. She pulls her gun out against the bad guys. The jig is up. Jalal shows up. There's a big shootout, right? So I think this is probably the best scene in the movie and the most memorable in a movie with martial arts and virtual reality, right? So she's wearing this long red dress, right? So she's shooting back at the bad guys. She runs around the corner. Around the corner is a mannequin. It's a female mannequin just chilling out, right? Then she goes, She has this idea, right? And then the next scene is the guy's looking for her, and he looks up and he sees from afar the female mannequin wearing the red dress. He shoots it, and then when he gets closer, she comes out in bra and panties and shoots the guy. I think and then I was just like, okay, this could be fucking hilarious. If the movie has more ridiculous stuff like this could be hilarious. Unfortunately, she got shot after that, and that was the end of that character. But yeah, if it had more goofy stuff like that, I'd probably give it a thumbs up for just being goofy and being entertaining that way. But have a good night, Devin. But he's on the case to find David Bradley. And just to make a long story short, Jalal gets into the game. See, this is what was stupid about this movie was instead of David Bradley kidnapping people to test his machine out made sense, right? But why would he capture people to test the machine out to kill them when he could just shoot them? It just doesn't make any sense. It does not make sense. So anyway, Jalal's in the game. David Bradley also kidnaps his girlfriend, wife, fiance, I'm not sure, who's a nerd. She's a nerd. So she knows she's a video game expert. So she's kidnapped in the virtual reality world, giving Jalal tips on how to get past each stage. Now, on paper, this might be fun, but the effects were so bad and it was so boring, and the actors couldn't give a shit. Like, she's just like, oh, watch out for the door there, while she's chained up, scared that she's gonna die. That's how she's talking this whole the whole finale. Oh, look out for the spike. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. So anyway, so I was thinking to myself, this would be terrible if we have two martial arts badasses in this movie, Jalal and David Bradley. That would be horrible if they don't even fight each other and they face each other at the end in the virtual reality world, and that's the climax. Could you imagine that, watching a movie with Dolph Lundgren and Van Damme, but they don't even fight each other? They just get put on the. We're gonna put on the PS4, PS5 virtual reality, and we're gonna battle that way. That was like, dude, this would be the worst thing ever if that happens. Well, here's the thing. The director, Michael, was Jalal, the star of the movie. So here's the thing. They actually don't fight each other in the virtual reality world. I was like, okay, we're gonna at least show the badass martial artists fight each other and give us some kind of entertainment. Because the fights throughout the movie have been off and on. Some of them are okay, and some of them are like, eh. But they actually do end up fighting each other, and it's such a letdown. It's such a disappointment. It's one of the worst fights, one of the worst one-on-one fight scenes with these two martial art actors, these two badasses. It's very underwhelming. Very underwhelming fight. Like, just terrible. And then they're fighting for the gun. They're fighting in the mud. They're fighting for the gun. And then it's one of those, who shot who moments, right? And it didn't make any sense. Just to show how stupid this fucking movie is. It didn't make any sense. You hear the gun shoot, right? And you're like, oh no, who shot who? And then the camera pans around and, Jalal ended up shooting David Bradley. And before David Bradley dies and falls back, he goes, expect to die. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Yeah, that's the name of the game, I guess. He said that to people that were playing the game, I guess, but he just got shot. He's dying. He's dead. He's dying. Why would he say to the hero, expect to die? So yeah, it's really bad. Really, 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 really bad. So I'm pretty sure I'm the only guy here right now with 42 badasses hanging out. Thanks for hanging out while you hear me talking about which movies I just recently watched. I'm sure I'm the only one who's seen Expect to Die. Now here's some comedy. I found this. I was trying to find images of the movie to show you parts of the movie. I couldn't find any images on IMDb. Okay. So I found this though. So keep in mind, this movie came out in 1997, right? So what came out 2 years later? What came out 2 years later, chat? What was the big movie in 99? The Matrix, right? So the distribution company that released the movie, because remember, movies were released and then they would take forever to come out on VHS, right? So you saw how the poster looks, right? This is the poster. That's the poster. Okay. Now, when it came out to VHS, this is what it looks like now. You ready for this? Check this out. Now, number one, to your right, I don't even remember the two guys in the middle that are fighting. One of them looks like Billy Blanks. Those two guys are not even in the movie. Okay. Look at the X. Now, what else was popular around that time? The X-Files, right? Now, look to the left. Look at the top. What does it say? The Matrix just got deadlier. Ah, God. Yeah. So, yes. So, right there, it shows you got to cash in on that Matrix fame. Let's cash in. Yeah. Yeah. So I expect the film to die, which it did. So I thought you guys would enjoy that. Yeah, so out of curiosity, if you guys want to at least, it's on Amazon Prime for free. You can probably find it on YouTube. You never know. Out of curiosity, if you guys want to at least forward to the atrocious virtual reality scenes for a laugh, by all means, have at it. But I would have to say for Expect to Die. This is my this is what I say about the movie. Expect to Die needs to. We need to. All right. Oh my God. Let's see. Ehrlich says, I remember renting a Jackie Chan movie that had him in it for 2 minutes, and it was cut from another movie. Oh man, I'm trying to remember what that is. That sounds familiar. Was that Master with Cracked Fingers? I'm trying to remember what that was. Ray says, "Hey, Fat Samurai Guy, what are your top two favorite Cartoon Network shows?" Ooh, Cartoon Network. I don't know, man. I'd have to go back and see what they used to play. I was more into Adult Swim. I was watching whatever was on Adult Swim at that point. Tribal Chief, cover looks like a bootleg Green Lantern. Oh my God. Michelle something or other was the main character of the actual movie. Oh, you think, okay, it might be Project S, aka Super Cop 2. And I remember him, and Michelle Yeoh was the star. And I remember Jackie Chan had a little cameo in that movie. So I think that might be the movie. He had a little cameo scene. But actually, Master with Cracked Fingers, that might be I was thinking about it in reverse. I think that movie, I think Jackie left to make another movie. And so I think the end fight of that movie is somebody else. I think it's a stunt double far away. But this was like years before when Jackie Chan was even popular. This was like before Jackie Chan started making movies with Lo Wei. But yeah, if you watch Master with Cracked Fingers, pre-surgery Jackie Chan, yeah. The final fight, I think, is somebody you could tell it's another guy. He looks different. So Courage and the Cowardly Dog for you. All right. Yeah, I remember Ehrlich. If that's the movie, then I'm pretty sure it was just like a cameo. Well, Severio's having fun discoing out up there. Tribal Chief, Samurai Jack. Love that show. That's a great show. All right. So Burn It with Fire. Expect to Die. Burn It with Fire. All right. Let's go to the next movie. All right. So the next movie I came across is that I watched this week. It's with the great Liam Neeson. Yes. Honest Thief. Never steal a man's second chance. Yes. That came out in 2020. Boom. So we got Liam Neeson. Very solid flick. It's a very solid. Here's the plot synopsis for you. Remember, I won't spoil any movies. I won't spoil it going forward. But Expect to Die fucking sucks. I don't give a fuck. So, wanting to lead an honest life, a notorious bank robber turns himself in, only to be double-crossed by two ruthless FBI agents. That's basically the gist of the movie. And as always, Liam Neeson, his acting is great. I really love that guy's voice, man. His acting is great in the movie, and he's good in the movie. He's doing his thing. It gets revealed later why he even became a bank robber. I won't spoil that for you, but he meets a young lady, and she kind of helps change his mind. She doesn't know he was a bank robber, but she kind of motivates him to just come clean, and he wants to turn himself in. And like I said with the plot synopsis, he tries to turn himself in, but he kind of gets double crossed by these two gentlemen right here. Believe it or not, I'm very surprised. I'm going to say this right now, especially of what I've said about this actor on the channel over the years. I loved him in Suicide Squad. He was actually my favorite character in Suicide Squad. But yeah, Jai Courtney in this movie was very good. He was very well done. Very, very, very good. I enjoyed his character as well. The shady FBI agent. The other actor beside him in the back, though, kind of annoyed me. These type of characters need to stop. They need to stop writing characters like this. When you've crossed, like, I'm staying away from spoilers, okay? But when you write characters to where they cross the line, all right, they do something or they're with someone that does something that crosses the line. There's no turning back. Your career, your life's over. You're fucked. When you've gone that far as a character, stop having these characters say, we're going too far, man. Like, this is too much, man. We're not supposed to be doing this, man. It's too late, bro. It's too late. That kind of stuff annoys me a little bit. It's like, come on, you've already like before that, saying that before the act, fine, that's fine. But after the act, there's no turning back. All right, stop this. Oh no, man, no, it's too late. It's over. Or your life is over. Well, anyway, believe it or not, though, this is not like. This is more of a suspense thriller, because Liam's trying to clear his name for what gets put upon him throughout the movie. Like I won't spoil anymore, but it's more of a suspense thriller with little tidbits of action throughout. It's not a Taken movie. It's not a nonstop action thrill ride type of movie with tons of shooting and tons of action. But you do get some action a little bit here and there. And, as much as I love Liam, and I said, he's really good in the movie. He's really good in this movie. But as much as I like Liam, you can tell he's struggling. I mean, he's up there in age, right? But you can tell he's struggling, man. Like, oh, he's moving slow. Like, you can kind of tell. He's kind of hurting, and I think let me know, chat. I might be mistaken, but let me know if that's true about him recently stating that he's going to hang it up and stop doing action films, which is perfectly fine by me. I mean, think about it. Liam Neeson really wasn't an action star at first. Later in his years, when he got older, is when he started becoming labeled as the action badass guy. But he had a whole long full career of really good roles in movies, and he wasn't known to be an action guy. So, but him being retired from that type of genre, I'm perfectly fine with that. And seeing him in action in this movie, he's fine, but you can see moments where it's like it's taking him forever to run across to quickly run across the room and to grab the guy's gun. Like you can see it, you know what I mean? So I don't have any issues with him hanging it up. But again, in terms of acting, he's great. And like I said, it's not a nonstop action thrill ride, but there's some moments in the movie. There's definitely some moments where you do get a little bit of action, a little bit of excitement here and there in the film. There's a really horribly bad. There's a scene in the movie where a house blows up. Terrible effects, like bad CGI, really bad. Unfortunately, that's in the movie. My only other issue with the film is it felt a little bit unclimactic. The way the movie ended makes sense. It's not like it doesn't make any sense. But for for us, action movie fans, we kind of wanted a little bit something more, I think. But overall, it's a fun watch. It's definitely a fun watch. I wouldn't say, he's made better action movies than this. I would not say that it's like a full purchase. Like if you want to buy this on Blu-ray or 4K or whatnot, maybe you do. Maybe you guys love this film. That's great. But for me, it was a solid watch. All right, 50 badasses hanging out with the old samurai on Sunday night. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. But it's a solid movie, right? You can sit down and watch this with your mother-in-law, your uncles, No one's gonna get offended. Like everyone's gonna have a decent time. You know what I mean? It's a solid movie. It's definitely a solid film, but I wouldn't say it's purchase worthy. So gonna have to give it a rental recommendation. All right, let's go to chat now. It is time for me to catch up on the comments right here. All right. Has anyone seen Honest Thief? Let me know what you guys see and seen it and talk about it. What you thought about it. Let's see. Let me kind of rewind here a little bit. Catch up to you guys. Captain Boomerang, that's right. Zaid, what's going on? It's cracking. All right. How you doing? All right. Oh, Adult Swim, Metalocalypse. I love it. Love Metalocalypse. Metalocalypse. I love that show. Love it. Vinny, what's cracking? Yeah, I did. Wow. I know. Lady Fatblood's over here right now. She's asking me, man, you actually finished Expect to Die? Yeah. And I made a special video vignette saying burn it with fire just to play in this. Yeah, it's garbage. Terrible.
Is that how you learn martial arts and that's why they fought? Did they fight?
They actually fought and it sucked. They actually fought hand to hand, not in a virtual reality world. They actually fought hand to hand, and it was fucking garbage.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible.
God, come on, man.
Vinny, it's funny you mentioned The Gray because I really, really, really liked The Gray, but that last scene of the movie, everyone hated it. The ending, they hated the ending. I didn't hate the ending. I was more, okay, I kind of get what they were trying to do there. The fight for survival. It doesn't matter if I might lose. Fuck it, I'm going to fight. That's kind of what I got out of the ending. Everybody else was like, fuck this movie, burn it with fire, right? What actually made me mad, though, was finding out 5 billion years later that the real ending result is after the end credits. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know if you knew that, chat. The Gray, the real ending, or the outcome of the ending is after the end credits. So they show what happens. And I was actually more mad about that. I was like, what? How in the hell were we supposed to? This ain't no MCU Liam Neeson movie. How in the hell are we supposed to know to wait after the whole entire end credits finishes to find out what really happened? Yeah. But yeah, I think I own it on Blu-ray. But yeah, it's I enjoyed it, but it's just like that's kind of frustrating. That was more frustrating to me than Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, classic. Okay, so Michael Gonzalez says, yeah, he said he will retire from action films after he finishes a couple more of them. Okay, I'm sure he's got a contract. He's got a layout. Ehrlich says, I honestly think Rob Roy was the best Liam role he ever played. Man, I cannot argue with that. Rob Roy was a really good movie. Tim Roth was horrible in that movie, like that, the character, and some good sword duels too. Unfortunately, it was bad timing, man. Bad timing. You do not release Rob Roy the same year fucking Braveheart came out. Ouch. Yeah, they should have. They should have thought about that. And if I'm wrong about that, let me know. But I'm pretty sure it was close. So, all right. Let me catch up to you guys here. There we go. Having issues with the mouse here. Goji in the house. Have you seen Uzumaki's Monster yet? I have not. Go to my Facebook or let me know right here what it's about. Let me know right here what it's about, or you go to my Facebook page and send me a message. I would love to read that and find out what that is. Sounds interesting. All right. They're expanding the world. Yes, the Gray universe, the Neeson universe. How was the movie New Mutants, Phat Samurai? Let's see here. Tribal Chief says, I saw the end scene after the Gray credits, and it pissed me off even more. See? I'm telling you, what the hell, man? Let's see here. All right, so New Mutants. I'll be really quick with New Mutants. So I didn't get a chance to review it on the channel, but New Mutants, I heard it was production hell. Behind the scenes, there was production hell, and it got delayed so many times, which doesn't bring confidence about it. Cubby Malik's in the house. What's going on, bud? He said, "Hey, Fat Samurai, how's your day? Any new interesting movies?" Well, I'm getting to them right now. I just got done burning it with fire. Expect to Die. Don't watch it. And I just got done talking about Honest Thief, which is a very solid Neeson vehicle. Very solid movie. I wouldn't buy it though, but it's a solid flick. And then I got a couple of more we'll talk about, and then it's you guys' time to shine even more. We'll go into some live Q&A action. So hold on one second. All right. So really quick, New Mutants. So production hell, delays, didn't bring confidence, like for us to really want to watch it or get excited about it. The first trailer was meh. The second trailer we got 8 years later was a little bit more interesting. But it definitely had a horror movie vibe. I wish they would have went more that way. But I'll say this about this is the most positive thing I could say about New Mutants. It had potential. It definitely had potential to be something different and, something really interesting that we never really got in a superhero flick before. It just felt very stock, very generic. And the action scenes were okay. It had its moments, but the movie should have really just been about, what's her name? The lead of the film. She's like so popular right now. She's got that chess show on Netflix. She's great. She's like, I haven't seen her act bad in anything. Like she has the best agent. Even New Mutants was rated low and nobody liked it. Everyone says she's the best part of the movie. So there you go. But yeah, let me know the actress's name, guys, in the New Mutants. You know what I'm talking about. She was in Split. She was in Glass. She's very popular right now. She's making a lot of headway. She's good in the movie. I think she had enough interesting backstory that really you could have just followed her character throughout the film. But it's one of those things when you go in when you go in having zero expectations and expecting it to be dog shit, that may have. Thank you, Tribal Chief Anya Taylor-Joy. I also really loved her in The Witch. She was really good in that too. Anya, I keep saying it wrong. Sometimes when you go into a movie with zero expectations, expecting a turd, kind of prepares you. It's not a good movie, but we've seen worse. I'll say that we've seen way worse, horrible, burn it with fire comic book films. So it definitely had potential, and I know it probably didn't do that well in terms of making a sequel and making it better, right? Yeah, she was in Morgan, and I think, Vinny, that was another. I have not seen Morgan. All I heard was Morgan sucked, but she was great. I'm sensing a theme here. So it's either she's in something really good and she's good, or she's in a crappy movie but she's good. So right now she's on fire with that Netflix show that everyone loves and I have not watched it though, but let's see here. Tradu, always awesome. Time chilling. Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. It's awesome you're here, man. Thanks again for the dono. Let's see. Like Kratos told Artress, keep your expectations low and you'll never be disappointed, boy. Yeah. I sense a crush here. No. Don't start anything. Well, actually, if she's of age, then that's fine. But it's okay. But seriously, though, she's good in everything. As of now. Because all actors, no matter how good and how great they are, they will eventually get their expect to die part. Their expect to die vehicle will definitely happen at some point. So, Kevin Lambert, hey, Fat Samurai Guy, 2 months. Then we get Godzilla versus Kong. Cannot wait. Yeah, they pushed it up to March. And I see, what's going on, Paulo? Mike Swift is here. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure you saw my trailer reaction, Mike Swift. We're definitely looking forward to see Willy's Wonderland. But yeah, I seen the little 2 to 3 second clip of Kong fucking Godzilla up. I was like, oh shit. Oh my god. Yeah. So yeah, I'm all like Godzilla was like, motherfucker, I'm gonna you just wait till I get on top of this aircraft character, son. And then he go and Kong just straight up did Superman punch. And Kong was like, motherfucker, you better sit your ass down right now. Yeah, I'm all. It was so fast. Did Godzilla's head get smaller? Like this design in this movie, he looked smaller than his head looked tiny. It could have been the angle of the camera. So I don't know, but yeah, I'm down, man. Hopefully it's a fun time. That's all we want. Popcorn. Get the popcorn, man. That's it. Hopefully it's a fun time. So Omniblast is all about Willy's Wonderland. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. I hope he doesn't speak. I hope Nicolas Cage doesn't say one word. That'd be great. That's right. 50 badasses. Movie Dojo Army hanging out. Thanks for hanging out tonight. We just got done talking about Honest Thief. Yeah. Let's see. Fat Samurai Guy. They say the new Mortal Kombat will feature violence and gore, but also fatality. How cool is that? It fucking better. It better. Yeah, first movie came out in the early 90s. Mid 90s. I think it was 95. Like, come on, man. We waited this long. I'm excited about that, though. That's gonna win huge points for me, man. Is the gore? Maybe we get some cool X-ray, moves. We see bones fracture and break, and the cool fatalities. I'm all in. I'm all in. So I'm not sure, Zaid. I'm not sure when where we can watch it. I'm sure if you look it up, you'll be able to find it. But it comes out soon, February. It's right around the corner. Kevin says, I would have loved to have seen Lady Fat Blood's reaction to when she saw that clip of God versus Khan. She smiled, man. She kind of dug it a little bit. But it's just like 3 seconds. There's only so much you could do with 3 seconds. So, hey, Fat Samurai Guy, what are your thoughts on the post I sent you on Instagram of Godzilla versus Kong? Is that the one we're talking about right now, the video clip? Or coming out and that's been pushed to March? You got to remember, guys, I get so many messages every day. I can't keep up. It's hard to keep up sometimes. All right. So apparently there is an actual Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming. So, it'll be bad. It'll be really bad. Is if the Nicolas Cage, what the fuck, Willy's Wonderland, goodness, delightful, what the fuck, that it looks like it's going to be, movie, is actually better than the real Five Nights at Freddy's movie. That'd be terrible. Hey, I don't have really a real attachment to the game, so I couldn't give a shit. But that's just bad though. When somebody else takes your idea and makes a better movie. So, my thoughts on Mortal Kombat 95? Oh man, that is like it's still to this day considered the best video game adaptation. And it was a blast seeing it in the theater. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. When you watch it now, many years later, it's not a perfect movie. There's flaws. There's some bad acting in there. There's some bad dialogue in there. They did not need to play the classic Mortal Kombat theme song like 5 times in the movie. I would have taken that out. Like right in the beginning, fine. Right in the end credits, fine. Like we didn't need to play it like 5 times. I think it was like 4 times. But yeah. CGI is dated, but it's still fucking cool, man. It's a cool movie. The sets are great. The Goro's practical effects and the animatronics were really good for that time and its budget. And but yeah, it's not a perfect movie. Did we want to see Johnny Cage miraculously find a shield and spear out of nowhere and beat beat Scorpion like that. Did we want that? No. It was like convenient MacGuffins were laid out through the movie to help our heroes with fights. Like, Katana out of nowhere, like cheated and had put down a bucket of water for Liu Kang to conveniently use to kill Sub-Zero. Like I said, it's not a perfect movie. Like, it is not. There's flaws, but great soundtrack, great score, and the two best fights in the movie by far, though, believe it or not, is Johnny Cage versus Scorpion. Despite that ending, love the music in there. Love the. I think that was Napalm Death. I think did the song in that fight scene. That was good. And Liu Kang versus Reptile was the fucking shit. That was great. And yeah, it looked a little wonky when Liu Kang was doing his, doing his little leg kick wire foo. It just didn't look it didn't look smooth. There's that, but overall though, that fight is great. That is a great fight. Well, it's funny you mentioned Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Kevin. Well, Chad, I was trying to keep it as a surprise, but I might as well tell you guys now. The only sucky thing is the time, but you guys can always, if you can't watch it live, you can always watch it later. But this Friday, Samurai Guy's teaming up with Ega Man Ray, and we're talking about Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Is it really that bad? And Tekken movie, is it really that bad? This Friday coming up. Okay, so it's early in the morning. I know it sucks, but I have to do it that way because Ray lives in the motherland. So it's like the time is tough. It's tough. But it's gonna be like 8 o'clock in the morning. I know. Oh, I know it's terrible. I know everyone's gonna be asleep or at work. I know. But like Asian movie enthusiast, he's happy. He's excited. He's excited about it. So yeah. It's just the sucky thing is the time frame. But if you guys don't mind getting up early and hanging out, hey, get some breakfast. Get some bacon and eggs, some sausage, and hang out as we talk live about those two movies. Is it really that bad? And then if not, just catch the stream later. So, but yeah, that's this Friday. I was kind of saving it as a surprise, but perfect segue. Why not? This Friday coming up. You mean, is it really that ugly? Oh yeah. Omega, what's going on? Welcome. Fear Factory, yeah. Oh, you know what? Napalm Death was later. That was in a fight scene later. Thanks, Vinny. It was Fear Factory, yeah. I love that song, too. Napalm Death was later when Goro was randomly just taking out multiple dudes. It was like a montage of Goro beating up people, and they had Napalm Death in the background. Oh, man. Goji, what's going on, brother? Oh, thanks for the dono, man. Thanks. So basically the plot to Monster Dr. Kenzo Tenma, an elite neurosurgeon, is given a choice to either the mayor's son or Johan. Excuse me. Not to spoil it, he makes the wrong decision that affects his life forever. Interesting, and that's that monster thing you were telling me about. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to check that out, man. Thanks. All right. Kevin, it says it's 5 a.m. in the morning here in the UK. Well, good morning. All right, 50 Badasses here. We just got done talking about Expect to Die, which I should probably stop mentioning that movie, but I got it just for fun. Why not? Burn It with Fire. Burn that movie with fire. And then Honest Thief with Liam Neeson, which was a solid watch. All right. Uh-oh. J Skull's prediction. He's predicting here. He's predicting this Tuesday. That might be fun. Oh, Mike Swift, They Live 4K comes out on Tuesday. Cool. Yeah, I already have a version of that a while back, so definitely. Simon, what's going on? Thanks again for donating. You guys rock. Burn it down, Seth Rollins. Yeah. Sean Holmes, what's my opinion on the movie Supernova? I actually seen Supernova in theater and I hated it. I hated it. I really was just like bored, pissed. I did not like it. But come to find out, though, I actually recently watched a video made about it on YouTube. And I don't know if it was Good Bad Flicks. I don't remember which channel. Maybe it's Good Bad Flicks or Joe Blow. Check those YouTube channels out. But it may have been one of those. They did a piece on Supernova, so I watched it, and it made sense why the movie the way it was. It made sense because it was production hell behind the scenes. They like changed several directors. They didn't know who was going to direct the movie. The scripts changed throughout the movie. It's really fascinating, the behind the scenes story if you want to look into it. And I think the special effects, I think the effects were good, but it was just a mess behind the scenes, and there was a lot of extra scenes that was cut from the movie. The original length of Supernova was longer, and it made sense, and it was actually a better movie. But studio was like, no, it's too long, cut it up. So if you like the movie, that's great. But it makes sense why it was such a mess. But yeah, check it out. It's very, very fascinating. I did not know all that happened behind the scenes with that film. So let's see. Severio says the trailer is going to come out on Friday. Everyone's predicting when GVK is coming out. All right, let's keep it rocking and rolling. Let's talk about the next movie I watched here. So next up, we have a movie called Army of One. They left her for dead. Big mistake. That's right. Army of One is what I watched. Also came out in 2020. And the plot synopsis of Army of One, it says, out hiking special forces Brenner Baker stumbles onto a cartel's compound. Her husband's killed. She's left for dead. God damn it. I was trying to avoid spoilers, chat. Sorry about that. The cartel made two mistakes. Well, you know what? If you watch the trailer, it kind of shows that in the trailer. The cartel made two mistakes. Killing her husband and leaving her alive. They won't live to make another. So this stars Ellen Holman. Yes. And I need to go back and fucking finish the Spartacus TV show that I really liked a lot. I got halfway. But the last two seasons, she's actually in there prevalent. Because when I was looking up images for her to kind of click for tonight's stream, just so you can see parts of the movie, I was like, she was in Spartacus? And she looked fucking badass. She was like fucking wild. Like it was fucking Callisto killing people. And I was like, dude, I don't remember any of this. So I need to go back and finish that show because I was really liking it. But yeah, the last two seasons of Spartacus, she was in that. But she's been in a lot of TV. She's been in a lot of things. But she was a badass in this movie. But this movie, unfortunately, there's problems. So the trailer for the movie is actually more exciting than the movie itself, which is kind of a bummer. But these are my type of movies, though. These revenge action flicks, like I'm all in. So again, going over to the plot, her and her husband, the movie tries to fool you. The movie opens up with her husband, who's a police officer, goes on this raid and he fights all these crazy people. He's kind of showing him as kind of like the badass. He gets wounded over here, and the movie kind of tries to fool you into like he's the hero, he's the star of the movie, and then they come across these knuckleheads, and there's your movie. But you I already said what happened to the husband, so there you go. But the cool thing about the movie is that they don't know. These guys have absolutely no idea. They think she's dead. They have absolutely no idea that she's like the first female ranger. Like she's a fucking badass. Like, and what I loved about this movie, which Peppermint failed, even though I enjoyed Peppermint for B-movie schlock, was they showed her training. They showed the actress picking up a grown man on her shoulders and running. Okay, they showed her doing shit. You know what I mean? She just didn't have a magical powers out of nowhere, and you just had to kind of go with it to enjoy the film. So that was cool. But yeah, they did not know. So what I liked about the movie was that as soon as she came to and realized what happened, she goes right back to the compound for her revenge. So I'm all for this. I'm all in. The problem with the film, though, is that the trailer made all of these action scenes look really exciting. But when they happen in the movie, there's like one good fight and all the other, and then actually there's one good one-on-one fight, and then the fight later inside the house versus multiple people was actually pretty good. It was actually solid. Everything else, though, like what hurt this film for me was the scene transitions. The scene transitions were like, the editing was like, what is happening? Like really bad editing, man. Like for some of the scene transitions, like a movie like this is supposed to build to the revenge. You're supposed to build to it. Let's get some suspense going. Is she gonna beat her opponent? Is she gonna lose? Do they have the drop on her? Right? Like this stuff. And one of the main, is that's important for revenge flick, right? And one of the most important thing is you always want to see. Sometimes it doesn't happen. It didn't happen in Death Wish, but sometimes you want to see like the main guy who kind of started the shit. You kind of want to see him maybe die towards the end. It's like the finale, right? But he kind of dies early, and it's just like, oh, all right. So now we're left with a whole bunch of minions that took orders from this guy. Minions we don't really care about. It's just like, okay. So here's what I mean by the bad editing and the scene transitions. So, for example, she gets into tussle with one dude. Good fight, solid, it's all right, and then it ends well. And I'm like, yeah, all right, let's do this. And then right after that, like the very next cut is her hanging another guy to ask him questions. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Number one, how does she even know where the other guy is? Like they should have showed a scene where she looks for the other guy, finds him, and then we have our scene. But it's just like it's kind of like, okay, now movie, you're taking me out of any suspense, like at all. And here's another example, without spoiling too much. She gets picked up. She gets a ride with someone, right? And as soon as they get in the car, they're driving, right? And the very next scene, yeah, StreamYard was tripping there. I like disappeared. Yeah. Let me talk to you, chat. Let me know if I'm back. Am I back? Am I live right now? Am I still here? Let me know if I'm still here, guys. It looks like I disappeared for a second. There was like a lag. I knew it. Am I back now? Let me know if I'm back, guys. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kevin. So this is what I meant by, here's another example of just really bad editing and kind of taking you out of the movie and then making the movie feel cheap. So she gets a ride from somebody that you think's trying to help her, and then of course it's a ruse, and that person takes her back to the compound. But the way it was edited was so bad. Like it's just like, oh yeah, sure, get in, and then cut. She wakes up. So I don't know what's going on with my internet, guys. I am wired. I am not wireless. I'm wired, and for some reason StreamYard's acting stupid. All right. You gotta love being live, man. You gotta love it. Let me know if I'm back, guys, before I start rambling. I have no idea what's going on. I think StreamYard's glitching out here. Kong doesn't like us talking about how. Oh, what is happening right now? Yay for live. You gotta love it. Microsoft update, dude. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. I am wired. I'm not even wireless, and things are acting stupid right now. It's just annoying. All right, let me know if I'm back, guys. So keep going here. Am I back? Let me know, chat. All right, how about now? Am I good now? Am I good now? Let me know. Visual is janky. Is my audio matching my mouth here? What is going on right now? I'm still laggy, huh? Oy. You gotta love going live. All right, let me close some windows. Maybe I may have too many windows open. Hold on. All right. How about now, guys? Is everything back to normal? On my end, it looks good, so I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe start the stream over. I'm just going to keep going as long as you guys can hear me. All right. Okay, so back to Army of One. So yeah, the editing was really bad. Nintendo style screen look. What is happening? No. Let me close some more when I got a lot of things open on the computer. Maybe that's having the problem or causing the problem. Hold on. All right, Kevin says I'm much better. Elizabeth says I'm pixelated. All right, I'm almost done talking about Army of One. I'm just don't want to talk about it, and you guys can't hear or see me. All right, slowly getting back to normal. Yay! Maybe there's something going on in the area. I don't know. Are we good? Yeah. All right. Michael says we're back to normal. Okay. Jay Skull says Tuesday is generally a day that trailers get released. Legendary's Twitter posted about Godzilla 2014 on Saturday, Skull Island today. Most likely King of the Monsters coming tomorrow. Okay, interesting. All right. All right, cool. Yep, have no idea what's going on. I got a wired internet. Everything's good. So, did Godzilla just walk past my house? I think so. I think that's what happened. All right, so back to Army of One. So, again, a lot of bad editing was taking me out of the movie. It was kind of killing any suspense. And I mentioned when you get to the other minions that are left behind, because new minions show up to fight her. They look like stuntmen because they do stunt work in the film. They look like stuntmen. They're badasses. I'm sure they're great at what they do, but you can tell they're stuntmen. They're not actors because a lot of these guys were given dialogue and it was atrocious. It was bad. Like the acting was bad. It was really bad. Um, we needed more action. There wasn't enough. We needed a little bit more violence. But, you know, like I said, these revenge flicks are my thing. I enjoy these. And they had no idea who they were fucking with. But there is, you know, despite the bad editing, kind of rushed. Let's just end the movie. Let's rush these kills. The movie's real only saving grace is the lead. She is convincing in the fight scene. She is convincing in the action. You know, she saves this movie. She makes this movie watchable. Okay, she's definitely the saving grace of the movie. Ellen Holman, that's her name. So, if anything, if you guys are curious and you want to watch it, it's a solid action revenge flick. But unfortunately, it wasn't as exciting as the trailer made the movie out to be. But you know, I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. So, Army of One, I would say probably not purchase worthy. Probably would say yeah. So if you guys are curious, it's definitely a rental. Definitely a rental. So, all right. Let me get back to chat here. Hold on. Mr. King Palma, what's going on? Thanks for the dono, man. Have I seen The Informer? Love your content. Great channel. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out and for the dono. Which one is The Informer, Palma? Let me know about that one. Is that a Clive Owen movie? I'm not sure. Let me know what that is. Let me know in chat. Well, thanks for the like, Butters. All right, Nate Dogg. Thanks for the dono, man. Grown Ups with Adam Sandler. Is it really that bad? Is Grown Ups 2 worse? I don't know. I have not seen Grown Ups. That's an interesting recommendation. Interesting. I think Sexy Sumo may like that movie. Maybe I'll tag team with Sexy Sumo. We'll put that on the list for Grown Ups. Is it really that bad? Kevin Lambert, question: what other revenge films would you recommend? I always talk highly about it because nobody knows about this movie. That no one watches it, no one cares. Even though the director is really popular, they skip over his movies, and that's Death Sentence when Kevin Bacon. Fucking great. Yeah, check out Death Sentence. Oh, is that recent? Informer's an undercover cop movie. Is that the movie with the actor that played RoboCop in the reboot of RoboCop? I may have seen the poster or trailer for that. If you recommend it, man, I'll check it out. Norzoth, Grown Ups 2 is way worse. Grown Ups 2 is messed up badly. Fat Samurai, what is your opinion on the movie Fortress? Oh, it's fun. It's fun. Good old-fashioned 90s sci-fi. Definitely fun. Of course, I love No Escape better. You guys know that. But Fortress is fun. I heard Fortress 2 was garbage. I heard Fortress 2 was Burn It with Fire. So, have you watched Deliver Us from Evil? Really good action. Deliver Us from Evil. Korean flick. No, I don't think I've seen that one. Interesting. Kevin Bacon is an underrated actor and he has some good roles. Yeah. Death Sentence is dope. Really good. Have I seen He Never Died starring Henry Rollins? I love it. So different and bloody. I actually reviewed that like years back. I actually did a quick review on that. I enjoyed it. I thought it was entertaining. 50 badasses hanging out today. Thanks for hanging. All right, so we already talked about Expect to Die, Burn with Fire. Honest Thief was solid. It's a rental. And Army of One was a solid revenge flick. Could have been better. That's another rental. So got one more of the night, and then I'll keep talking with you guys. We'll keep hanging out. Eric Bana is in it. Deliver Us from Evil. Well, I thought you said that was a Korean movie. Oh, you just mentioning it. Okay. You know, Butters, I own it. I still have not seen Stir of Echoes. I know the Fluffy Gamer, he was telling me if I'm going to watch Stir of Echoes for the first time, watch it with the lights out and the sound up. So I'm like, woo, all right. All right, last movie of the night. I saw the poster to this movie. It didn't really, it's one of those, go away, not my kind of thing. It's gonna be overly romantic. It's gonna be cheesy. It's gonna make me want to throw up. It's like, I don't care if it has monsters in it. So I never had any interest to watch this movie at all, despite its good reviews. I was just like, And I enjoy the lead actress, Jessica. She's really good in everything. And not too hard to look at, by the way. She's in this movie, and I still was like, And so I came across one scene from the film, and I was like, all right, this may not be that bad, right? So I actually rented it on Amazon Prime, and I checked it out. No expectations, really low, just bored. I'm like, I'll go ahead and watch it, right? And so to my surprise, I actually I actually liked it. I know. I actually liked it. I know, but I thought it was fun, man. I thought it was a fun kind of action comedy, and I thought it was a fun movie. So here you go. I checked out. I was not expecting to have a good time with it. Boom. Love and Monsters, starring Dylan O'Brien. Yes. Yeah, this was actually a fun flick, man. I was kind of surprised by it. I probably liked it a lot more than I should, but when you're going in expecting shit and turd and, this had the opposite effect. I actually enjoyed it. I actually kind of had fun with this movie. All right, so the plot synopsis is, in a monster-infested world, Joel learns his girlfriend is just about 85 miles away. To make the dangerous journey, Joel discovers his inner hero to be with the girl of his dreams. Directed by Michael Matthews, Jessica Henwick, that's her name. And she was also in Underwater, which we also talked about as well. And good old, everyone's favorite, Michael Rooker. That's right. Good old Michael Rooker. It's always great to see him, and he is pretty funny in the movie. I did enjoy him. Not playing an asshole. Usually he's really good at playing assholes and villains. It was nice to not see him play that. And it was a fun movie, man. It's just straight up comedy. As soon as the movie starts, straight up comedy. But despite the comedy, there was some serious moments kind of laid out through the film. So we had a pretty decent balance of comedy and serious moments. So, asteroid coming down to destroy Earth. Humanity bands together. They shoot all the nukes up at the asteroid, blows it up, saves the day. But unfortunately, the chemicals come back down and mutate the insects. And then that's where we have big old kaiju action kind of sometimes throughout the movie, giant monsters and all that kind of fun stuff. So there's definitely some moments where, it got a little serious here and there, like it got serious. It got real. There was death. People did die. I mean, obviously, me, I love my gore. So obviously I would have preferred it if the movie was rated R and had gore in it. But I kind of had so much fun with the movie that I just didn't mind it not being like ridiculously violent. But people do get fucked up. They do get fucked up though. But yeah, and the whole romance throw up in the trash can part of the film, believe it or not, without spoiling anything, is not what you think. What you think might happen at the end, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to spoil it for you. And that's actually one of the better parts of the film. Was it didn't make me want to grab the trash can and go blah. Like the ending part. The third act, the whole third act. I was just like, oh, okay, this is kind of a realistic way to in this big fantasy action flick or comedy. It's kind of a post-apocalyptic in a way too. It's kind of that's kind of how probably would have happened in real life, in terms of relationships. But yeah, without spoiling too much, it kind of doesn't go the way you think. And that's actually one of the positives of the film for me, without spoiling much. But again, Rooker was great. A little negative, though, was this kid. This little kid over here was annoying. Kind of annoying. The good news, though, is that the little kid's barely in the movie. If that kid was with us through the entire movie, that would get it would really like lessen my score for the film. Because you can only stand a child that acts and talks like an adult and is very smug about it. You can only handle that for so long. If that was like through the whole entire movie, it's fucking annoying. So luckily the kid's not there that long. So, but yeah, the main actor in this did very well. Dylan O'Brien, he was funny. And again, like I said, despite the whole romantic part of the film and the plot and him trying to get to her, there's legitimate tension. Like there is legitimate suspense that I was not expecting in this flick. I really wasn't. And there was definitely some really good action set pieces in this film. Very well done. Very well done. And the special effects are very well done as well. And the creature effects I really loved. I actually really liked in this movie. It's a mixture. You have like freaky, frightening looking creatures, right? And then you got creatures that you look at and you go, oh, well, that's adorable. You're like, all right, it's kind of an adorable design. Okay, I know we're supposed to be scared of that, but I can't help but laugh at it. Yeah, definitely some fun moments. But again, in a movie that I thought was going to be puke, again, legitimate action and suspense and very, very solid, enjoyable special effects in the movie. Did not expect that at all. So for me, went in with low expectations, was expecting kind of a puke fest, but very solid comedy, man. There's some funny, entertaining moments in this film. So I love it when when I'm pleasantly surprised with a movie. Definitely enjoyed Love and Monsters. I definitely enjoyed that. So it gets the recommendation. All right. Let me go back to chat, see if you guys have seen this movie. Goji says giant insects lame. Don't knock it till you watch it, buddy. All right, let me scroll back up here and catch up to you guys here. I really like Lockout. It's funny you mentioned Lockout, Sean, because for some reason, I don't know if it's still trending on Netflix right now, but Lockout, of all movies starring Guy Pearce, is like one of the most popular movies that people are watching right now. It's like in the top 10 on Netflix. I don't know if it's still there. I was like, what the hell? It's funny how people come across old movies and everyone's watching it on Netflix. It's kind of funny. Guy Pearce was great in it. He plays against type. That's not really the type of roles he plays. Kind of like the sarcastic action hero guy. But I like the movie. I mean, there's some bad CGI here and there, but I like the movie. I think I have it on Blu-ray, but unfortunately, I think the director got sued. I'm not sure if it was the director. Somebody, one of the filmmakers, I don't know who got sued, but I don't know if they got sued by John Carpenter also. But basically because it was kind of they looked at it as a straight up knockoff of Escape from New York, because the plot is really similar. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what the outcome was for the lawsuit for that. I'm not sure what happened. But yeah. But no, I thought Lockout, it was fun. I thought it was fun what it was. So. Goji, it's funny you mentioned have we seen Fairy Tale, because Lady Fat Blood loves the show and she's got like the whole Blu-ray collection right down here. I don't know. Well, whatever's at this point released on Blu-ray, that's what she's got. But yeah, she's a fan of the show. I have not watched it though, but she says it's good. All right. Tribal Chief loves Stir of Echoes. Okay. Alan, I'm not sure about if Alien 3 HBO assembly cut is on HBO Max. I'm not sure. Let's see. Butter shot in old Australia. That's where I'm from. All right, awesome. You guys make good movies over there, man. Oh no. Don't ask me if I've seen Shannon the Cloud. Don't ask me that question. Don't ask me that question. You're not gonna like my answer. All right, let's see here. Is it really that bad, Godzilla Final Wars? Is it rated that low? Yeah, she's more well, is she more annoying than the kid in the Predator? Yeah, but but the only good thing is that she's not in the movie as much as the kid in the Predator was. So I have not seen Black Summer Zombie. No, I have not seen that. It's a fun movie, man. Like don't lower your expectations, even though I recommended it. Still, it's fun. It's a fun comedy action adventure. So, Mr. Tony of the Dead in the house. Yeah, that's right. What's going on, man? Thanks for popping in. Lewis R. loves the premise of Lockout, but he did not dig the final product. Yeah, I just kind of looked at it as a fun little sci-fi B action flick. I mean, I wanted more action in it, but I mean, I thought it was a fun little watch, nice little fun time waster. So, Tribal Chief, I watched it for Maggie Grace. Phat Samurai, did you enjoy the movie Dark Tower, and should that get a TV series? I think I own it, but I have not watched it yet. And the only reason I think I bought it was it was really cheap. I've heard nothing but bad things about it. I read the first book, believe it or not, years ago, and I really liked the first book. I never got back to reading the rest, though. But I heard horrible things about the live action movie with Idris Elba. But the only reason I bought it was I think I was going to put it on this series. You know, the series we have on our channel is really that bad. I was going to check it out. I was like, perfect. I'm watching it for the first time. It's not highly rated. You never know. I might be okay with it, or I might hate it. I don't know. Final Wars is at a 50%. Nah, that's fine. That's actually not bad. That's not a bad rating. If Final Wars was like in the 20s, you know, then we would do it for the series. So, believe it or not, even though me being an 80s kid, I've never actually seen Dune. I know, right? But I want to rewatch it before we watch the new Dune. I know visually the new Dune looks insane. I seen the trailer for the new Dune coming out. Oh my god. Like in the cast. Oh, hey.
What are we talking about?
Oh shit.
What are we talking about?
Just talking movies. They're
Why?
asking Lady Fabland making a special appearance. Look at the shirt.
Special appearance.
Look at the shirt. Warriors, come out and play it. Yeah. That's why I married her. Just come on. Look at this.
We all know you married me because of my ass. Don't lie. Hello.
Is there alcohol in this? What is
No.
this?
I'm trying to wake up.
You're trying to wake up, okay?
It's just failing.
Oh my god.
I need more caffeine.
Jay Skull says, I'm gonna quote Lady Fat Blood and say the final wars could have been awesome if the movie wasn't hijacked by goddamn aliens.
That's true, man.
Oh,
It's true.
let me try to catch up to you guys. I enjoyed Maggie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. We reviewed that a long time ago. Don't watch it because it's bad. Don't watch that video. It's bad. Early Fat Samurai Guy videos are Maggie. Yeah, don't. We did like the movie though. So,
oh dear. Yeah. We've made a great many mistakes along the way.
Trying to be creative with that video and it's terrible. Don't watch it. Simon. All right. Is it really that bad? Highlander 2, The Quickening. No, he says don't waste your time, bro. I don't know. The wheels spin.
That's a guilty pleasure.
The wheels spinning.
No, the thing is, it's trash, but it's my kind of trash. So it's
I have watched. We both have seen Grendel, Copy Malik. I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed Grendel. That was good stuff.
We were supposed to review it.
I know. We still might. You never know. All right. Watched Mojo's top 10 fight scenes of all time, and the Raid 2 kitchen fight was number 12, and number 1 was the Matrix final fight scene between Neo and Smith from the first Matrix.
Wow, it's an American company, so what are you gonna do?
I would honestly switch that, but there was enough actual real hand-to-hand combat in that. It wasn't just the wire fu and the gunplay in slow motion. It's not a horrible choice. I'd pick something else though. But it's not. We could have been worse. It could have been worse. All right, Goji.
Were you talking about me?
Oh, really? She liked Fairy Tale. Cool. Also, how many episodes does she have? There, 328 episodes. Yeah, they were. Goji was recommending. He asked if I watched Fairy Tale, and I said, yeah. You have the. She's a fan, and she's got Blu-rays down here.
I have I haven't been keeping up with it, and I guess they restart. I don't know if they like started it up again or something like that. But I have like a full series. I don't know if I have the full series. I think I have the full series, but I never finished watching it.
Tony,
because oh hi. I'm getting ready for work. Hooray. So I could be better, but I could be worse. Yeah. I wasn't feeling great.
Well, you look fantastic.
Oh, shut you. I'm trying to not get sick. I keep feeling like I'm getting sick, but I'm feeling okay right now.
You okay right now? Sure?
I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
I think it you know how you feel like we keep getting weather changes here.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get out of work because I get out of work at like 5 in the morning. And it's like really cold outside. And so, it's cold. So I'm bundled up. And so, you know how your nose gets all stupid. And so you get like really, really cold. And so that affects your head and, that affects your body. But then all of a sudden, because it's California, and then all of a sudden the weather changes and it's like 85 degrees outside. And the temperature change keeps like going up and down, shooting up and down and up and down. And it's like I think my body just can't keep up with everything. And now I think we have a wind advisory. And so that's going to blow everything around. And
we do?
There's like going to be a wind advisory this week.
Oh, God.
So, yeah.
Yay.
So it's like.
There goes the fence.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, our fence is actually a lot better than what it was.
That's true.
Like a year and a half ago. So
that's true.
It's like,
Yeah. I agree with you, Cuppy Malik. The Raid 2 kitchen fight is the shit.
The Raid 2.
Speaking of the Raid 2, Mr. Tony of the Dead just recently bought the double pack on Blu-ray, so he's going to enjoy those. So I hope you enjoy those, bud. Eric says sometimes I feel a bit sick in the morning, then it's gone in an hour. Yeah, and Jax recently, she wasn't, she was feeling weird, but she took a day of sleep and she's fine.
Yeah.
It's just how it is with weather, man.
Yeah, I just can't. I just keep, you know.
Yeah. Tony says, he goes, oh man, third shift, huh? I can't do third shift.
Mm.
And yes, when it goes hot, cold, black, back and forth, I always feel like crap. Yeah.
It's just, you know. And everybody at my job, you try not to get like you try not to, you know, get up the psychosomatic stuff. You know, everybody at my job keeps coming down with the coof.
The coof.
And so you're like, oh, well, that's great. I keep away from everybody as it is. So, you know, but I feel like I'm waiting for my turn. You know, it's like, is it a matter of time?
You better not.
You know.
But if you do, you're just going to quarantine. That's all.
I know.
So. Travel Chief, I'm sorry, but that top 20 watch mojo bothered the F out of me at the bathroom fight scene in Mission Impossible 6 with Cruise and Cavell beats the Raid 2, and a couple of comic book fight scenes beats the Raid as well. I would have to see that whole list.
There's a reason I don't watch top mojo.
We stopped.
They got so...
Yeah, it got ridiculous.
Their lists are so idiotic anyway.
Yeah,
I mean, I know that's their shtick, but their lists were just so random anyway. It's just like, nah.
I like the fight scene in Mission Impossible 6 in the bathroom. That's good, but I would have to see the list. But no, nothing beats the good shit, the real shit. Nate Dogg says, "Lady Fat Blood, awesome."
Hi.
Nina, we have here 28 degrees, and I deliver pizza on a scooter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, keep warm, bud. Is it really that good? Jaws and Piranha 3D. Well, we've talked highly enough about Jaws, too much about this channel. Well, but is it cruel Jaws?
Unless you're in camp, you're insinuating that you don't really care for Jaws. You're going to be very disappointed with what I have to say, because I will defend the honor that is Jaws to my last breath. Yes, Jaws is really that goddamn good. That's my video.
That stupid monster flick.
That's my video.
Fake looking shark going around.
That's my video right there. Yes. Sue me. That's it.
Yeah, you're not going to change your mind on that one. Captive State. I have not seen that. Major Grom, the Plague Doctor, a Russian thriller coming out. Interesting. Tony says, I don't know. It looks like quarantine might be tough for you guys. Yeah, we'd have to make it happen, man. I'd have to wear masks. Can't sleep in the same bed.
Our house is so goddamn small. There's literally like no way for us to properly quarantine.
Most likely, whatever she has, I'll have, and we'll be quarantining together.
Yeah,
that's it.
There's no way for us to like do it right the way you're supposed to quarantine.
We do like the quarantine movie, and it's called Wreck. Yeah, we like that one. Cruel Jaws was basically Jaws with low budget.
The Meg versus Deep Blue Sea. The Meg is the worst.
Yeah, the Meg.
No, not even a contest.
Trado says, awesome shirt. Neenan says, what's up? Cruel Jaws is better than Jaws.
Too small, or is it your collection? It is both, good sir. I'm assuming it's sir.
What is it?
He's asking, is our house too small, or is it your collection? It is both. It is absolutely 100% both.
You know what? Cruel Jaws is better than Jaws, because Jaws is cruel. He's cruel. Cameron, what's going on? All right, good.
Is there a film that you
good? Just kind of hanging out, talking movies. She's getting ready to go. All right.
Is there a film that you have that you really liked but have only seen once?
There's a lot of those.
Oh man,
there's a lot of those. Jaws the Revenge versus Cruel Jaws. That's not bad, actually, Norzal. That's actually not bad. Let's see. Can you think of one?
I'm sure there are plenty of them.
Simon, thanks for the dono. Lady Fat Blood, are you interested in seeing a villain origin story of Dr. Doom called Letters to Latvia? I believe Doom and his mother are both gypsies. Any anything Doctor Doom but done right for a change, we're all for it. We're all for it. Because Doctor Doom had what, 4 movies?
I mean, at this point,
4 movies.
At this point, as long as it's done well.
Yeah.
I mean, what,
Yeah.
As long as it's done well and correctly, and I mean, just well.
Yeah.
That's all you can hope for at this
time. 4 movies. We had 4 chances to do Doctor Doom right, and they fucked it up. Thanks again, Goji. There are 26 parts to Fairy Tale now. Which parts do you have?
I have the collections that have the 24 to 26 episodes in them. I didn't get the 13 episode box set, so I'm not sure how many I have, to be perfectly honest with you. I'd have to go count how many.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, King Palma.
Dude, freaking snobby ass critics.
People are looking way too much. They're looking way too much when they review this movie. What are you expecting? This is an action thriller of a guy who's just insane. He had a bad day and he's going after somebody. That's the movie. That's it. That's it. Very little backstory needed. And we thought it was we were just in the mood to watch an action thriller, an entertaining thriller. And Russell Crowe was great in it. He's a badass, and we had people got fucked up. We were entertained, and it's just like everyone they completely shit on Unhinged, destroyed. The reviews on Rotten Tomatoes right now are bad. This is rated low.
Yeah,
and it's just like, I don't understand. What were you expecting? Like, seriously, what were you expecting?
There comes a point where you kind of have to look at the film, what it's trying to do, what's the genre that it's in. You have to dismiss certain realistic elements.
Yeah.
Like,
you're thinking too much, man.
Yeah, like,
for this type of genre.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
You might as well throw out The Hitcher with Rutger Hauer. Throw that away.
Yeah.
Throw away Duel with the Steven Spielberg movie. Let's throw that away now.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't understand. They completely destroy.
Yeah.
Unhinged, and we were like, that was fun.
Yeah. And sometimes logic isn't what you're looking for.
Yeah.
In movies like that, so.
Let's see. Freddy versus Jason or Alien versus Predator? Which one y'all like better? Oh, well, come on.
Yeah.
Freddy versus Jason. Come on.
Yeah, because one of them is rated R.
Unhinged is Russell Crowe's day off.
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Kelly Kells.
Kevin, thanks again for the dono, man. Question: favorite movie, Godzilla Gamera film, and what kaiju film do you think is underrated and would you recommend? Well, you can at least tell them your favorite Godzilla film real quick.
Wow.
We did a list on it already. You know what your number one favorite is.
Well, I've got a couple of favorites.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if my favorite is GMK.
Yeah.
Like my favorite from like the newer era. I don't think it gets enough love. I don't know if I could say it gets overlooked, but I think because the concept of GMK is a little out there, like that movie takes concepts that are kind of heavy. Like it takes the spirit of war crimes and manifests it into Godzilla. And I mean, like Mothra straight up murders people. And I mean, like it's a whack. It's like wacky concept.
One of the most badass and intimidating Godzillas in the whole franchise.
Yeah, and again, like the first time I saw that movie, I'm so ashamed, like how much I did not like it because I didn't understand.
Yeah,
I was the same way. I was the same way. Not educated on what Godzilla did every couple of movies and how they rebooted itself and how they retold its own stories. So I didn't understand that that's what they did. And this was such a reimagining of its own franchise and story and whatnot. And like the second time I watched it and the third time I watched it, I'm like, oh my God, this is such a spin on its own tropes. And the way they took the original story of Godzilla, which was an allegory of the war and
Yeah.
and the destruction of man and all, like how destructive man could be and all that. Yeah, I've seen Soul Eater.
Yeah.
Aknogoji.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Soul Eater's fun.
Yeah, but the GMK was just like, when I realized how they took that original trope, kind of spun it on its head and took another allegory, which was the atrocities, that the war crimes that were committed by that country during World War II, and the their own thing that they did, and the spirits of them, of those that they wronged and manifested into Godzilla. It's like, oh my god, that's pretty heavy for a fucking kaiju movie. It's like, that's some pretty heavy shit. And then the spirits of how it was Baragon and Ghidorah, of all people, of all the monsters, being the good guys. It's like, what? Wait a minute, what is this movie? I love that shit. It was like, it was such a crazy concept. So
I'm glad you enjoyed our reaction to Vaginas in the Cloud, Joel. I'm glad you enjoyed that video. A lot of people enjoyed that rant there. All right. Simon, thanks for the dono, man. Hey, Leaf Fat Blood. I too am a fan of Forever Night. The lead actor was also in Highlander TV series.
Yeah, he was in an episode.
He was? Oh, I didn't know
yeah.
that. I once owned Duncan MacLeod's katana.
How fun.
How cool is that?
How fun.
Forever Night fans showing up. Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, this is cool.
I did enjoy rewatching that whole series and kind of wish there was more episodes.
Yeah.
Hashtag justice for Skank. For Skanky. They did him wrong. They did his character wrong in that third season. But that whole second to third season transition was a train wreck. So.
What's going on, Cheek Clapper? What's cracking? Coach, love JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, man. I finished the whole series. I just got to get her into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Should Hardwired get a sequel? I would love a sequel, sure. It's not necessary, though. I think Richard Stanley put his stamp on it, what he wanted to say in that movie. And I don't think there's a big enough cult following for the Hollywood to take, put money into a sequel. It would be interesting, though. Let's see here. We got here. Kevin, I love GMK and love what they did with it and understood what the message they were trying to send. I also enjoyed Tokyo SOS, son.
Yes.
Yes.
Rewatching that.
Yes, it's badass.
Rewatching that after watching Mothra, the original Mothra, that was kind of like a revelation too.
Let's see here.
Yes, Alan. Watch Akira, but going with an open mind. What? Going with an open mind. That's his first
anime.
Going with an open mind.
Oof.
Okay. Going with an open mind. It's not. Listen. Okay. Sweetheart, baby, listen. It's not necessarily going to make all the sense in the world the first time you watch it. It's going to be very, very pretty. Okay. Now listen. If you're used to, okay. It's going to be very pretty, okay? But it's not going to make like a whole lot of sense necessarily your first time around. You got to let it just don't let anybody near you when you watch it. Turn your phone off. Be by yourself. No distractions, no kids. If you live with your parents, no parents. I don't know what your living situation is, but no distractions. Just let it all sink in. Just watch it by yourself if you can. Try to watch it a second time, a week later, 2 weeks later.
It's an experience.
You gotta let it in, man.
Yeah.
You gotta let it in, but you gotta give it you gotta let it in a second time too.
I'm down for that, Tony. Is it really that bad with us and him and his wife?
Oh,
collab video, yeah.
For what?
In the future? In the future, yeah. That sounds like fun, bud.
We will be watching Godzilla vs. Kong in March
when
it comes out. That's not a question.
And we will be doing a trailer reaction. We are.
I hate you. Why would you do that?
Because
why would you do
I put you on the spot. So now they're expecting it, and now we have to do it now.
Well,
yes.
they're not going to get what they want from me.
Well, it's too bad.
I'm just saying. I'm ambivalent.
She wants to stay away from the trailer, guys.
I'm ambivalent.
She doesn't want to watch it. She wants to go in blind.
I'm ambivalent. King of the Monsters pissed me off. I'm ambivalent.
Well,
there. Now y'all know. Now y'all know.
That's because we watched every single trailer that came out for King of the Monsters.
I am probably not.
It's kind of spoiled everything.
Probably not going to give y'all a good reaction.
Well,
because now y'all know. Thank you.
It's a totally different movie, though.
Thank you. Yeah, but it's American filmmakers who are too scared to give us a goddamn good kaiju fight because they're pussies.
Well, you know what? This is actually perfect. Because if the trailer's dope, this is where her mindset needs to be. So that way, going in with no expectations for the trailer. So this is perfect.
I'm just saying, American filmmakers, they're too damn scared. And, you know, they want to have it both ways. They want to give us stupid human characters. And cock tease us with monsters, but they don't want to give us the good monster fights, but they want to give us the stupid human characters.
Well,
you can't have both.
Well, in the trailer, if you see Kong knocking Godzilla out,
which I saw,
which
I'm like, okay, good, because I'd be disappointed if Kong didn't rough up Goji a little bit. Okay, fine,
right,
fine. But we also got cock teased a lot in King of the Monsters trailers, a lot. So I'm just saying.
Well, watching one trailer is not going to hurt. You don't have to watch any more after that.
Hate you.
What's your least favorite thing to record for your channel?
Least favorite?
To record? What do you mean? What do you mean, Tony?
Least favorite thing to record? Like video wise, like videos. Is that what you mean?
Movie reviews and videos that take like 10 hours to edit, probably. Because it takes forever. Because we don't really have we're not all souped up with technology and have a really fast-paced, computer. If we upload a video, it takes like half of the day for it to get to YouTube. It's pretty crazy. All right. Rumor is there's a 5 to 7 minute uninterrupted fight sequence between Godzilla and Kong. Well, hopefully it's not a rumor. Hopefully that would be awesome.
That's the thing,
That's the price of admission right there.
There's always rumors. There's always plenty of rumors.
Yeah, videos like for me, I'm not a fan of unboxing or editing for out and abouts. Yeah, I'm not a fan of those either. Speaking of, there is an unboxing video coming out soon. But it is what it is. So
I'm actually not the biggest. I'm gonna out myself here. Should I out myself?
Go ahead.
I'm actually not the biggest fan of.
We're always honest on here
of doing the reaction videos because I feel like I'm put on the spot. Like, what if my reaction sucks? And sometimes it does, and it gets me in trouble. So there you go.
Yeah, if she doesn't react the way you guys want her to, because we're always honest on the channel. We have to be ourselves.
Yeah.
We have to be honest, right?
Yeah.
If we weren't honest, we'd probably be a lot more successful on YouTube. Because all our trailer reactions would be fake. They would be we would react to every single thing. Not just trailers, we would react to, oh, look at this bunny video, react.
Oh.
Like we could sell out if we want to. But since we started the channel, we're just here to talk about movies and have fun with you guys. And we've always been honest, right? You can agree to disagree on some movies, and life goes on. That's it. And we have no time for burgle cuts. Burgle cuts will be banned.
Yeah.
But we're always honest. But there's actually been some trailer reactions that we never released because we just like there's nothing. There's just nothing to react to.
Yeah.
I think even Rob from Entertainment Talk Nation, I think he said on one of his streams too that he doesn't really do them anymore because for the same reason where a lot of there's just no reaction. He just doesn't react. He's just like, oh, well, that's nice.
And sometimes,
but that's why we only really react to recommendations from you guys, the Movie Dojo Army, because you know what we like. So whether for good or for bad, for better or for worse, you know what we like. So that's why we react to you guys' recommendations, or we react to stuff that we're curious about, like we're interested. Like, what is this movie? Let's check it out. We were interested, like, what this might be.
Yeah.
You know.
Alan, I'm definitely looking forward to what your thoughts on Akira. I know I always call it Akira. Sorry, that's how they say it in the Japanese public language. I'm sorry, but yeah, I want to hear what you have to say. But give it just let it in, let the score and the visuals sink into your brain.
If you want to sell out, then cry when you watch the trailer. Well, believe it or not, she actually cried in King of the Monsters reaction. Yeah, so
slightly.
So there you go, Taco. Like, that's legitimate, real crying. If other people crying, well, I can't speak for them, but it's legit. Kong does look huge, man. I am all for this. Well, we have a Godzilla versus Space Godzilla fan here. All right. Goji, thanks again, brother, for the don't know. Have you seen Husband Hotel, a really good animation by VisiPop? No, I have not. Husband Hotel. I have not seen that. You got to put the tears in the thumbnail.
Oh, God. Oh,
God. We'll put the fake tears, though. We'll put animated tears. Ashton is Team Kong. We got 66 badasses hanging out with us tonight on a Sunday night. Thank you for hanging out with us. Tony the Dead. I cry when I'm excited or super happy as well. I hate it because my wife never does. Sometimes, this is why we're here. A lot of people don't understand it, and that's fine, to each his own. But, we enjoy movies and cinema, and a lot of times something we enjoy can bring the emotion out of us. We get really emotional with some things, but that's the whole point of film. When films are done right, they can bring that emotion out of you, and that's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But some people just don't get that, and that's perfectly fine. They're what we call casuals. Casuals will go to see a really bad movie and not really give a shit and be like, oh, well, that was okay, because they're just going to the movie and they don't care. So that's the difference.
Asian movie enthusiast.
I'm going to try and watch Ghost in the Shell 2. I've heard it's really good, and I'm looking forward to it. There you go.
Yeah.
Same thing. Similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah. It's a lot shorter than Akira, so it's a little easier to ease into. It's very talky, but it's visually very nice.
I cry over my He-Man collection. What gets you all those chicks, bro? Kong is gonna body slam Godzilla. I hope so. I hope it's a fight.
Yeah.
I hope it's a scrap, bro.
Yeah.
No fucking around, man. Kong grabbing a tree, knocking Godzilla up the head. Godzilla doing tail whip.
Eat your broccoli.
Gilbert,
we're being nice about it. We're trying to be nice about it. Okay.
What is he saying?
We're trying to be nice about it.
Uncultured swine?
We're trying to be nice about it. Unlike the people that come onto YouTube channels like ours, not necessarily ours, but like ours, and make it a point to make fun of you and I and people like us
for liking what you like,
for being passionate
about something
what we love. And it's like, fine, if that makes you feel better at the end of the day. But why are you even here then?
Exactly.
It's like, if that makes you feel better, cool. But I'm sorry that your life is so devoid of meaning that you feel you have to come onto a YouTube channel and make fun of people who are actually passionate about something that they love.
Yeah. If someone's really passionate about cars and they have a YouTube channel about cars, I don't go to their channel and go, I don't see what the big deal is. You guys like cars.
Exactly.
Like I'm a grown ass man who's mature sometimes.
Yeah.
But those people are what you call burgle cuts.
Yeah.
And we don't have time for burgle cuts on the channel. We just don't have time for them.
Exactly.
They get banned, they get booted. We don't have time.
Yeah.
And the Movie Dojo Army, that's right, my admins out there, they know what to do.
Yeah.
Because we don't have time for that. If you're not here to talk about movies and enjoy film and enjoy the channel, then you can go. So
yeah. Oh, Alan watched Wreck and he really enjoyed it. Yay!
Hey, Alan liked Wreck. All right, sweet.
Hooray.
Yay. PhatSamuraiGuy, do you think Godzilla versus Kong is going to be better than the original 62 film?
Um,
Probably, at least with visuals, obviously.
yeah.
Um,
Especially more than the actual Japanese version and not the
yes.
Americanized
Yeah.
version. Oh my God, watching the actual, because we always had seen the American
Yeah.
Godzilla versus Kong forever, because that was the only version that we could ever get a hold of. And then the Criterion version came along. And because I always stayed away, like as soon as
it's a lot better.
Yeah,
it's like,
a
lot
this
better.
Is so much more watchable.
Yeah,
because the American version is so goddamn talky. It's like so expository. It's like, oh my God, Kong and Godzilla are now taking a shit on the coast of the Pacific. I was like, oh my God, shut the fuck up.
Why are we following these newscasters for like 15 minutes?
Bad.
Like,
but hopefully.
I think this battery's dying here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is not working.
Oh
boy.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
There we go. Simon, thanks for the donation, brother. He says, I'm more of a Fat Blood Samurai fan than I am of Godzilla.
Why?
I know. God, nothing's cooler than Godzilla. I'm an 80s kid, and all I remember is the cartoon, which I loved. I will be seeing King. Oh, okay. I will be seeing Kong versus Godzilla in the IMAX. To me, it's blasphemous not to. Pray for me. Well, John, as long as you enjoy it, man. It's all. I'm sorry, Simon. As long as you enjoy it, brother. As long as you have, just all we want is popcorn. That's all we want is what we wanted out of Unhinged. Is just entertainment, fun, action. We're not expecting high art here.
Yeah. Oh, somebody saw Riccio for the first time.
Oh shit!
Balin.
What'd you think?
What'd you think, bro?
Yes. What is happening with this mouse? It's got a mind of its own. John, thanks for the dono, man. He says, what's up, guys? I didn't mean Flight of the Navigator. Sorry for the confusion. Oh, for last time. Flying knee to Godzilla would be awesome. Yes. Flying knee. Sagat style. From Godzilla to Kong. That's what I want.
I want a spear and some ground and pound.
Ground and pound.
I want a spear first, though.
Yes.
I want a literal spear.
Yes.
Like running spear.
Goldberg.
And then ground and pound.
Yes.
I have not seen King Kong Lives with Linda Hamilton. I've seen reviews on it, and it looks absolutely trashy.
We wanted to watch it, but unfortunately, all these streaming sites, you got to pay to watch it, and it's like not even pay for the HD version. It's like standard DVD. It's like,
Yeah.
But if we
swimming in this shirt, oh my God, that looks.
That's because you lost weight, sweetie.
No, not enough.
Oh boy, you got. Tonight is the technical what the fuck is going on night with technology here. Eric says King Kong Lives is kind of expensive on physical media. At least the US version. Okay. Jay Skull says don't watch it. Save your goddamn eyes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, just for shits and giggles though, we were able to watch it for free, we would. So
yeah, we make a career out of watching shit, so that's what we do.
Someone else is saying don't watch it.
Yep.
Oh, blue balling away. Yay! Yes.
Woohoo!
What is happening?
The mouse.
StreamYard is all over the place. What's going on? There you go. Yay. Yeah, buddy. Ricky Osun. Look at that, Eric. This is we are converting the masses. Yes. Didn't mean to click on that one. Yeah, I'm not sure why you guys your voice was deep. At first, Tony, when I watched your stream, I honestly thought that you changed your voice there to be more manly because your wife wasn't with you. I thought you were just, I'm here with my wife. Yes. So I thought you were doing it. You changed his voice there for a second, but I don't know why StreamYard had you guys' voice all low. That was weird.
Oh God, we have 2 kids in Kong versus Godzilla. Oh, Jesus Christ.
2 kids? Wait, what?
The kid from Deadpool 2 and Millie Bobby Brown are in this film. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, she's not a kid anymore.
She's still a fucking kid. Oh, God.
Well, hopefully The kid.
Just fucking shoot me
Hopefully,
now.
hopefully
I'm done. See ya, folks. I'm out.
Hopefully, the kid from Deadpool 2 is not annoying in this movie.
Oh God.
Oh,
Alan watched The Forbidden Zone. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Everyone knows that Shawshank Redemption ripped off Ricky. I'm out. I'm done.
What? Shawshank Redemption ripped off. Oh,
Okay.
oh, tears. Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Oh, shit. Oh. Oof.
Oof.
Oh, man.
Oh. All right.
It caught us off guard, Eric. Oh my God.
Man.
Oh. Oh, the tears are coming out. The Fifth Wave is a boring movie. That's with Chloe, right? Yeah. I didn't hear good things about that movie. Oh, man. I don't know, man. Look at tonight. StreamYard, we had glitches earlier, man. I kept disappearing and coming back pixelated, and I have a wired connection. So why was I disappearing for 5 minutes? I don't know, man. It's just technology glitchy. That's what happens when you're live, buddy. I don't know. Hey, right now my mouse doesn't want to work. I think I don't know.
Is it time?
Is it King Kong Godzilla naysayers trying to shut us down here? Here, let me catch up with you guys. Oh man. Oh my goodness. I have not seen the 1978 Doctor Strange movie. I saw clips of it. It looked hilarious. It looked like it might be fun to watch for free.
The Crow or Spawn?
Tony said Forbidden Zone was wild and he went blind.
He said he went in blind.
Oh, I thought he said the movie was so nice. He's like, I went blind.
Yeah, you could.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Oh. The Crow or Spawn? Are you talking movies? If it's movies, it's The Crow all the way. See what happens? You join the stream. The Movie Dojo Army, they get nuts.
Oh, everyone was nuts long before I got here.
Well, that's because I'm nuts. All right. Come on. Oh, for crying out loud. Thanks, Simon. Shawshank Redemption versus Animal Factory. What in the world? So far, Millie Bobby Brown is better than the kid with the short shorts from Godzilla's Revenge. Yes. Yes, I agree. I agree with that. I have not seen Screamers 2, but I heard it was atrocious. Like Fortress 2. Oh, man. See, J-Skull, I'm sticking to the first trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, and that's it. I want to go in blind, but I know my curiosity is going to get the best of me. Yeah, I mean, that's what we're going to do. Like, we'll check out the first trailer, and then that's it. We'll call it a day. All right, Neenan, have a good one. We're not going to watch The Gentleman, man. We've already sold it. We sold it on eBay. We sold it on eBay. We both signed it with our autographs. We both signed it with our autographs.
Oh my god!
And we've sold it to one of our Movie Dojo Army members for $5,000. So yeah.
God.
Sorry.
You're so ridiculous.
It's probably going to be on my next Sunday stream, Neenan. I have it on my list for movies I watched for the week. So I'll probably talk about it next week. Fear Factory or Machine Head? Fear Factory. I was a big Machine Head for a while fan, and then I don't know what the fuck happened. The last couple of albums, I was like, ugh. Well, thanks, Tony, for the live shout out. That's right. Thank you. Have a good one, Ian. Have a good day, bud. All right. Oh, you guys got me crying, laughing all night. All right. 64 badasses still hanging out. Neenan, it's sarcasm, my friend. You should know our sarcasm by now. You know we're joking. Monster Squad or the Goonies, which is better? Oh, that's tough. I would watch Monster Squad more than the Goonies, though. I would watch that more. But the Goonies probably overall is, everyone's favorite. You know what? Right now, Vinny, I'm going to say Testament, man, because Testament, as much as I like Slayer, Testament is making badass albums now. Like, they're still consistent making good shit. Like, and they almost hung it up. Testament almost hung it up. Like, they weren't going to make any new albums. And then the Formation of Damnation came out. And that was supposed to be their last hurrah. And it did so well, and they got them motivated to make more albums, and they kept making more albums. And the albums that came out after that, all great, all good, solid. So as of right now, Testament, man. Your favorite metal band or style, Lady Fat Blood?
That's really tough for me to answer because I'm not good with I'm more. She
kind of likes a little bit of everything.
I'm more of
Tool.
How do I
Tool?
How do I explain
Is Tool
this?
your style?
How do I explain this? I'm more about. I've never been a big band person. I'm more about the songs. If that makes any sense, does that make sense?
No.
Like I do have certain
bands.
No.
I mean,
I do have certain bands that I do tend to have more music from. Like Tool would be one of them.
Like she's not like a connoisseur of listening to full albums all the time. Like she'll find her favorite songs out of each album, and that'll be on her player, and that's it.
Like I do have a lot of songs. I do have, like I said, I do have bands that I tend to gravitate towards because they make music that I tend to,
Have a good night, Kevin.
But I don't follow bands. Like I've never been a groupie of certain bands. If that, oh God, if that even makes sense. I've always been more about the music and the sound. I think that's why I've always gravitated more towards instrumental music.
Right.
That's why scores have always been my first love. Like instrumental music has always been my first love. Like when I was little, movie scores was what I noticed first as a child. So when it comes to metal, it's always, what do I hear first? It's not the band, it's the sound that they make. I know that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So it's hard for me to tell you like what style. It's not really about the style per se.
Yeah. It also depends on what mood you're in too. Like somebody earlier, let's see, said Rain and Blood or Rust in Peace. And I'm like, because it's heartbearheartbreaking because I love both, but it depends on what mood I'm in,
because like Lamb of God will release stuff, and I'm like, I like a lot of stuff from them, and it's like but isn't necessarily the
She's picky.
Yeah,
she won't have the whole album with her. She'll listen to the album,
picky. Like
pick her favorite songs, and that's
he's like the guy.
I'm behind.
I get like so much stuff from him. He'll be like, you got to listen to this and this and this, and I'm like, and I'll pick all this stuff from him. So it's really like I'll just pick and choose what I tend to like. I'm really weird. I'm odd when it comes to
Tool, Pink Floyd.
Pink Floyd is like
that's her shit right there.
Yeah, like Pink Floyd is like one of my, if I had to pick a band, it would probably be Pink Floyd. Like my favorite song of all time, put the gun in my head, it's Wish You Were Here from Pink Floyd.
I'm going to say no, Alvaro. Would the Black Album been more successful if the songs were heavier and faster with the same production? No. I would say no. I'd say we would love it. Metallica fans, we eat it up. But I would say no, because the Black Album had that perfect balance. Okay there? All right.
I have to get going.
All right.
Sorry, Mom.
Have a good one. Be safe.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, Lady Fat Blood. The Black Album was like that perfect balance to where it was hard, but not hard enough to where Grams would turn that satanic music down. It wasn't like that hard, right? But if it was heavier, probably wouldn't have been more mainstream. But we would have loved it though, obviously. I have seen Necrotronic. It was all right. It wasn't that bad. I enjoyed it. It was a solid watch. Let me catch up to you guys here. Delirium had some cool instrumental stuff in the 80s and early 90s. King of the Monster score was amazing. Oh, yeah, that was good. Goji likes baby metal. Testament always brings it thrashy. That's right. Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera. What's happening now? Where are we going? What is going on? All right, Lewis, have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, man. Hopefully that new Mortal Kombat movie is good. We seem like the NSYNC type. Yeah, how'd you know? Damn it. The secret's been found out. I have not seen Philadelphia Experiment, Sean. I've not seen that. Let's see here. Simon, he says, does Lady Fatblood like Evanescence despite the Ben Affleck Daredevil film? Well, here's the problem. Here's the problem with Evanescence is that when you listen to Evanescence, that's all you think about is Daredevil era Evanescence. And when I hear those songs now, oh my God, it's just like, yeah, that was the 2000s, man. Like it transports you back the early to mid 2000s. I liked Evanescence. I think I might have on one of their albums or the one that came after that. She's fine with them. She's okay with them. If I played them, she wouldn't mind. But I only have one, unless I gave that album away. But yeah, I'm not kept up. I don't know if their stuff is good now. I mean, let me know if their stuff is, recent stuff is pretty good. I might check it out. But yeah, it kind of dates it. Oh, I've heard Ginger, man. Ginger. Yeah, man. I've heard some. I've been meaning to get one of their CDs, man, or one of their albums because I came across some music videos. I like their hard, man. I like them. The lead singer. Last question for you, and I'm off to bed. Tony says, which villain would you like to see played by the opposite sex? I think a female Riddler would be cool. I could see that. What would I choose, though? I guess you could. I don't want to remake. Leave the first Crow film alone. Don't touch it. It's a classic. But since anyone could technically be the Crow, you could do a badass female Crow, sure. But have a good night, buddy. Get some sleep, and then we'll meet up soon. Animals as leaders, Norzoth? I'll have to let her know about that one. Oh, I talked about WandaVision earlier, Tribal Chief, but I'll give you the short version. Is I enjoyed it. It's entertaining. I mean, this show's just getting started, so we'll see what happens. I don't have any of Stevie Nicks' work, but I think Lady Fatblood does have some Fleetwood Mac. I heard a lot of Fleetwood Mac come on her player, so I'm fine with. I have no issues with Fleetwood Mac. Spirit Box, huh? I haven't heard of them. Well, thank you, Jesus. Everyone keeps asking for a tour. Eventually, I'll probably do it. I'll give in. I've been avoiding it forever. Oh, Flyleaf. Oh my God, are they still around? You know, I'd have to rewatch Gappa Severio. It's been so long, I've kind of forgotten. I need to rewatch that first. But thanks for letting me know it's that low. So that's pretty bad. 13%. That's pretty bad. But yeah, we've been avoiding a tour because we have so much. Well, not as much as other people, but we would literally have to dust every single statue and figure, and it's not like this. That's that. No, it's like this. Some of these statues, the dust is like in crevices and stuff. Like we would have to literally get the little brush and do every single. Like it would take forever. It would take so long, you know. But I don't know. You guys are motivating me to do it. We had someone on the stream last time, and she was like, "Fuck the dust and just show us what you got." I might just do that. I would say, hey, you know what? Hey, they're dusty, but here, this is what we got. I might have to just do that. So we'll see. Sometimes they fall off, Kelly, but it's just if they fall off, that's because of our subwoofer rattles them or something. But anything kind of pricey or heavy, they don't move. But like Funko Pops, they might fall over, or a 6-inch action figure might fall over if the subwoofer's too loud or something like that. But nothing major. Paul Blart 2 sitting at a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. So were you a fan of Paul Blart 2? I believe it or not, I haven't even seen Paul Blart 1. Should I watch that, guys? Is that worthy of watching? Yeah, we use an air can too, but sometimes there's so much dust that the air can does nothing, and we would have no choice but to go in with the brush, you know. But I'm thinking maybe we just might air can it and then film it, and here you go, because it's just going to take too long. Oh, I don't have a favorite song yet, John. I need to buy those albums, but I did come across several music videos. And if you guys are wondering, I got for fun. It doesn't have that many followers, but for fun on Facebook, I have a metal page. I kind of post, anything rock or metal related. So if you guys want to join, you can find it. It's Metal on Metal on Metal is the name of the Facebook page. If you guys want to join and post your love for metal, anything metal related, you post it there, metal or rock. Come on, Mouse, you can make it. I have not seen that either, Manhattan Project. Well, thank you. Yeah, those Ninja Turtles one are, we had no idea that those Ninja Turtles from the 1990 movie, still the best one in my opinion. The statues for those are so detailed, they're so good, but we didn't know that not too far long after the big ones came out, they were smaller ones. So you never know. We may have just called it a day, saved some money, and just got the smaller ones to display. But it's too late, damn it. So, I saw Bad Wolves once, and I remember liking it a lot. And then I remember kind of being confused a little bit at the very last shot of the ending. As soon as it ended, right before credits, the movie takes you to a different part of the house, and it shows you something. And I kind of was like, wait a minute. Wait, hold on a second. But it was one of those, I couldn't like rewind it and watch it again. Like it was just like a one and done type watch. But up to that point, though, I really enjoyed it. It was a really good thriller. So Bad Wolves. You know what? I have seen Anvil, the story of Anvil. That's where Metal on Metal on Metal comes from. Metal on metal. Yeah. And it's funny because right after I watched that documentary, I ordered their like best of greatest hits album and then their recent album. That was, yeah, it's seriously, I was stunned and blown away by that rockumentary because it literally was Spinal Tap in real life. It was literally Spinal Tap in real life. I don't know if you guys have seen the fake rockumentary Spinal Tap, which is one of the best comedies ever. But it was such a well done fake documentary about a metal band in the early 80s that people thought it was a real band for a while. But it's literally, Anvil is literally Spinal Tap in real life. It's insane. It even ends with them playing to a group in Japan. Come on. It ends the exact same way. It's hilarious. Oh. Watching paint dry probably has more redeeming qualities than Paul Blart. You know what's funny? Paul Blart was a hit. I remember when that movie came out, it was a smash. It was a huge hit. I guess it's just one of those perfect timing releases. There was no competition. There was nothing else out, and everybody could bring their family to go see it kind of movies. So oh, I love Brotherhood of the Wolf. Wolf 86. Great movie. And it desperately needs a Blu-ray release, man. And I wish the extended version with more fight scenes, more violence. I wish that we could get that on Blu-ray. But at this point, I'll take the theatrical for Blu-ray. So, absolutely love the first Kick-Ass, Sean, like a lot. And that was a pleasant surprise. We didn't know what we were going to get into when we saw it in theater. And Lady Fat Blood loved it too. Kick-Ass 2 was fun. It was fun. I mean, it was different director. But it was a fun sequel. It was fun. It had its moments. I wouldn't mind a third Kick-Ass, but let's be honest, Hit Girl is like the star, really. She kind of took over. And both of those actors, they're off doing their own thing and making their own movies and stuff like that. So a third movie would be fun, but it's probably dead. That franchise is dead right now. Killer Instinct or Mortal Kombat? I'm biased. Got to go Mortal Kombat, but Killer Instinct is great, though. I enjoy it. American Movie is another great documentary about some knuckleheads. So I'm going to check that out. Oh, we have a Paul Blart fan here. Jesus likes Paul Blart. All right. So it looks like the first Paul Blart, people are thinking that they're saying it's funny, it looks like, from you guys. What's going on, Lopsided Moose? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Double Dragon, the movie thoughts? Well, if you are unaware, Daikatana, we did a whole stream, Is It Really That Bad? On Double Dragon recently, so make sure you check it out. Banger TV. Okay. They keep you updated with new underground releases and they review metal albums. All right, cool. Banger TV. Cupid Malik says, would you like to have a live action version of Onimusha or Takashi Kenshiro return as Samurai Badass? That would be sick. Man, that would be cool. I'm surprised that did not happen already, to be honest. We saw Elite. I mean, we love District 9 a lot. That's still our favorite. But when we went to go see Elysium, in the theaters. We liked it. We didn't love it. But I actually liked it more watching it again on Blu-ray because the fucking Krueger villain, man. Oh my god, he's one of the most underrated villains in movie history. He's so badass, so badass, man. I actually liked Elysium more for a second watch though, but I did enjoy it. I have a good one. All right. I've seen the Ginger Snaps movies. They were fun. The third one was like a prequel, right? Kind of. But the first one I think was the best. The first one I really enjoyed a lot. That was good. The first movie. Phat Samurai Guy, look up Blart Side of the Mall on YouTube. Let's see. Creep. You know what? I always thought, Alan, for years, that Creep Show 2 was crap. I always thought it was garbage. And don't even mention Creep Show 3. I heard that was burn it with fire. I heard that was like the worst. And I really enjoy the first one. And then Sexy Sumo twisted my arm. He's like, no, man, that's like one of my favorites. I enjoy it. So when Creepshow 2 got released from Arrow on Blu-ray, I was like, all right, I'll blind buy it. It's fun. Creepshow 2 is fun. Yeah, I mean, I still like the first one better, but I mean, it wasn't the shit show that I thought it was going to be. Creepshow 2 is actually fun. I enjoyed it. Somebody put Dark Side of the Moon with Paul Blart 2. What? What? Oh my god! Didn't they time Dark Side of the Moon or a song from Pink Floyd to Wizard of Oz? And I heard it's trippy. I heard it's a trippy watch. I might be wrong about that. I don't know if you guys have seen that. Something perfectly timed, maybe Dark Side. It was a song from Pink Floyd with Wizard of Oz. And it's supposed to be really trippy, and parts of the song actually match parts of the movie later, which is even more weird. But yeah, it just kind of reminded me of that. Welcome to Hawksford by Ben Templesmith. Graphic novel recommendation from Jesus. Anybody read that? Sounds interesting. You know, believe it or not, I have not seen the source code. I have it on Blu-ray. I have not watched it yet. You might be giving me more ideas for our next Sunday's discussion. But he's asking you guys, I don't know if Chad, if you want to chime in on this and answer the question, but Sean's asking, was source code the movie too complicated to enjoy? That kind of sounds like Tenet right now. That's what a lot of people are saying about Tenet. Now, we rented Tenet. We haven't watched it yet, so. But that's what people are saying about Tenet. But yeah, source code fans are. Has anyone seen Source Code? Let me know what your thoughts are. Yeah, Charlton Copley. I always forget his name, but yeah, he's great. Robert Akuma, what is going on in the house? Creep Show 3 or American Werewolf in Paris? Probably American Werewolf in Paris. I heard Creep Show 3 is really that bad that you'd want to watch really horribly bad CGI werewolves instead. Okay, so it was Dark Side of the Moon album with Wizard of Oz. It's free on YouTube. So there you go, guys. Get a little Jack and Coke or something, or something else, and just kind of chill out and watch that. I heard it's weird. It's really trippy, man. Dark Side of the Moon to Wizard of Oz. House of a Thousand Corpses, good. Yeah, the cult classic, man. It's good. I don't know. It depends, though. What I mean, if you're into extreme horror, you know, I'm not talking Martyrs extreme. There's different levels of extreme. Um, but if you like a little bit of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre mixed with a whole fun house of creatures with no explanation of how they got there or anything. If you're okay with that, then yeah, you'll have a blast with House of a Thousand Corpses. It's funny because even though Rob Zombie kind of pans that movie, he was pissed off because the studio kind of fucked up his movie. But a lot of fans consider that to be Rob Zombie's best flick. It's always debatable for me, that or Devil's Rejects. I always do this for me. Howling or American Werewolf in London? I like Howling. It's good, but American Werewolf in London has probably the greatest werewolf transformation sequence in movie history. So I'm going to go with that. Plus, it has some dark comedy in American Werewolf, which I'm all for. So, but the Howling's good though. I need to listen to more Hammerfall. I'm not that familiar, but I do have 2 to 3 Beast in Black albums, and they're fun. Those guys are fun. Plus, they're singing about Berserk, so anything Berserk related, I gotta support because I love Berserk. David Bowie's son directed Source Code. I didn't know that. I don't know if Creepshow had its own. I know there's a Creepshow series on Shudder, Robert. Joel, you should. How dare you ask me that question, Joel? You know the answer. Vikings, son. I've been betrayed by Game of Thrones. Fuck that show, man. I heard about that Power show. I was interested about that. Didn't Sharlto Copley play like a detective in a world of superheroes and was like solving mysteries, solving cases and stuff? Duncan Jones directed Source Code. Okay. Yeah, that's funny how that happens, right? Alvaro, Godfather 1 had issues with studio production, but ended up being a masterpiece. It's funny how that happens. Look at Jaws. Look at Jaws. The shark didn't fucking work. The shark didn't work. But not seeing the shark benefited, not seeing the shark a lot benefited the movie in the long run. So it's funny how things work out, Benicio del Toro, he's a really good actor, man. Really good actor. I enjoy him. Yes, I have Brand of Sacrifice's EP and their first album after that, and they got a new album coming out. But yeah, they're perfectly suited for Berserk World. Silver Bullet beats Howling 2. Silver Bullet's fun. You got Gary Busey, come on. But if you want batshit insane, it's possibly so bad it's good, then yeah, I guess you can watch Howling 2 though. Get some fun out of that. Goji, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Dagatana says Del Toro ruined the Wolfman. Did Del Toro ruin the Wolfman, or did the filmmakers ruin the Wolfman? Not too many fans for the Wolfman. I remember kind of being meh about it. I mean, there were some things that were decent, but I don't know. It was kind of meh. It had potential, though. They really did have potential to be something special. There are fans, though. I think there are some fans that like Wolfman. Season of the Witch is underrated. I agree. I enjoy that. Moon. Have you guys like slow burn, but with the payoff? Sci-fi, old school sci-fi, almost throwback to the good old days. Moon. Watch Moon with Sam Rockwell. It's really good. Really good movie. I did watch Amazing Stories. I remember, man. Yeah. That theme song's in my head right now. Oh my God, I just dated myself right there. Amazing Stories. Holy crap. Yeah, Jaws 3 is Lady Fat Blood. That's their guilty pleasure right there. But Jaws isn't cruel. He's not cruel in that one, though. Norzoth says, got to say, PhatSamuraiGuy, it's good to hear you support and listen to newer metal bands and helping to keep it alive. Too many boomer elitists in the scene. Yeah, I know. I like Bad Moon, Vinny. Thought Bad Moon was fun. You know, in the book the movie's based on is called Thor, because the dog is named Thor in the book. All right, get back to the badasses here. All right. Yeah, you know, it's interesting, Norzoth, when you mentioned that earlier, because I don't know, it helps to have an open mind, you know. But don't get me wrong, there's some music out there that I can't. I try, I can't get into it. But I don't bash people. I think that's the problem, is that people bash other people for liking something that they don't like. And I think that's wrong. I think that's stupid, and they're all burgle cuts. If that's the type of music they like, well, then let them have fun with that, you know? Like, don't attack them. You don't have to like it. You know what I mean? You're not forced. You know, if you hate dubstep, you're not forced to listen to dubstep, and no one's tying you down, you know, taping your eyelids open like Clockwork Orange to listen to dubstep and watch dubstep videos. Okay? You know, but it helps to have an open mind, you know. But it's funny. It's funny, though, because it's weird, because when you grow up, you start to appreciate music you didn't like. It's very strange. Like when I was early to metal, I didn't like Iron Maiden. I didn't like Iron Maiden at all. But now I got older and I'm listening to Iron Maiden now. It's like, dude, I love Iron Maiden. It's weird how that happens sometimes. But it's good to have an open mind. You know, you can go back to the 60s and find good music, and go back to the 50s and find good music, you know. You never have to limit yourself to but bashing other people, that's when it's like, okay, now you're just an idiot. Autopsy of Jane Doe is really good. I enjoyed that. I reviewed The Shadows Lopsided a long time ago. I enjoyed it. I did a review on that like way back. No, I don't remember Super Force, John. Oh, John, that's two different movies. Two totally different movies, genres. I enjoy both of them, though. Very well done films. But yeah, Autopsy of Jane Doe, man. Autopsy of Jane Doe is very good. And like slow burn done right. Very good movie. And it's funny because wasn't there a movie that came out recently and it was almost the exact same fucking plot, but it went to theaters? You guys know which movie I'm talking about? It's like The Haunting of something. Like I'm trying to remember. But it was about a girl working alone late at night, and she's in the morgue, and you know, weird things happen at night. That's almost the exact same plot as Autopsy of Jane Doe. It's very similar. But yeah, that's a good movie. Yeah, Willy's Wonderland, baby. We're gonna review that for you guys. Loathe, huh? Interesting. I like Korn, man. Korn has aged well. They've been recently making good albums recently, but I like Seven Dust. But I don't know if Seven Dust is considered new metal, but I've always been a supporter of Seven Dust. I call them the band that was it the little engine that could, but they're like the little band that couldn't. They have a amazing, wonderful lead singer who's got a really good. It's like almost have a soulful vocals, and they have a really good sound to where it's hard, but not too hard for mainstream people. But they just couldn't cross over, man. It sucks. They either have the Seven S either has the worst management in history, or they just but they still make good albums. Never seen Clock Stoppers. Never seen that one. Never seen Brother from Another Planet. I have not seen that one. Yeah, Norzoff, there's so much out there. There's so many different genres of music to explore and enjoy. It's so much. Sometimes you can get overwhelmed because you're just like, oh man, it's too much. But it's out there, and now's the time. What are my thoughts on new metal overall? New metal's good. I mean, every genre has its good and bad, right? Every genre has its good and bad of metal or hard rock. They all have their good and bad about them. Good bands, bad bands, good music, crappy music. But new metal, even though a lot of people look down on it, new metal was good though because it opened the doors for people to explore stuff that's more extreme than new metal. That's one of the positives of new metal, though. I believe because that people were like, all right, okay, it's not too hard. I'm kind of liking this. I never heard anything like this before. All right, and then when they start listening to the harder stuff, then the door opens for them to go that direction and listen to more extreme stuff. So that new metal, it had its place. It definitely had its place. Okay, so Seven Dust is new metal. So there you go. I love Seven Dust. Kind of always thought they were alternative metal, but yeah, I mean they were around when new metal was popular too. But they've been around since the 90s. Seven Dust has been around for a long time. But yeah, it bridged the gap. It helped people discover harder stuff. So it served its purpose. So just watched Wheels of Fire, Code Red, 80s Bad Good Mad Max ripoff. Oh my goodness. Wheels of Fire. It sounds like a post-apocalyptic movie. I got to tell Tony about it. Mr. Tony of the Dead. I got to let him know because he loves those. All right. We're all for that. Tino, what's going on, man? The legend is here. I hope you're doing good too, brother. Hope you and the family are doing well. The Tijuana Army. That's right. Where I'm a fan of the martial law movies. I've only seen the first two. I like the second one a lot better than the first one that had David Carradine in it and Cynthia Rothrock. It was all right. The first one was all right, but I like the second one had better fights than that. I enjoyed the second one. I have not heard Slaughter to Prevail. I like listening to goofy music. Goofy music's fun. Mix it up, man. Mix it up. It's all good. Yeah, cattle decapitation. I agree. That's probably. That's right. Yeah. Hey, what's this metal music I keep hearing about? Is it cool? Yeah, listen to cattle decapitation. I don't know. That might scare them away. Hey, Cannibal Corpse. Hey, listen to this group. This will convert you. That might be too much at first. Yeah. Or sometimes extreme will instantly, they'll just, and that's it. They'll love it. You never know. All right, Sean, there you go. Sean just started listening to Seven Dust, and they are awesome. Yeah, I don't think I've ever come across a bad Seven Dust album. Just some albums were better than others. But I've never listened to a Seven Dust album where I was like, "Oh God, what the fuck is this?" So, oh, love Mandy, Robert. We love Mandy. We reviewed that a while back. We enjoyed that. I don't have Road Warrior on 4K, Daikatana. I'm not sure about that one. Road Warrior, though, they better release Road Warrior. That's my shit right there. They better do it. Just watched Tenet with Denzel Washington kid. It was interesting. Oh, his son was in that. Okay. Yeah, we haven't watched it yet, Tino. We haven't watched it or reviewed it yet. We rented it. We just got to get around to checking it out. A lot of people are asking us what we think of it. I've been hearing a lot of mixed things, man. A lot of mixed. Some people are like, "It's a masterpiece," and if you didn't get it, you're not smart enough, right? That kind of stuff annoys me when people act that snobby. And then you got the other side of the spectrum. I was like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" I think me and Lady Fat Blood, knowing us, will probably be in the middle, like you. We'll probably be in the middle. We'll probably be like, that was technically great. It was very interesting. It was solid. I think we'll probably be in that realm. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get to it, though. Oh, Lady Fat Blood loves Weird Al, Zombie Warrior. I love Weird Al, too, man. There's only the only problem with Weird Al is that, he's great. But the only problem is we don't follow mainstream music that much at all, really, now. So if he's parodying anything now, we probably wouldn't get it. That's the only bad thing about Weird Al now. If Weird Al's making albums and music videos, kind of making fun of bands now, or mainstream artists now, we probably wouldn't get it. So that's the only sucky thing about it. Are you a fan of actor Jeff Wincott, and did you enjoy The Killing Man? I have not seen The Killing Man. I'm trying to remember which Jeff Wincott movie I saw that was really good. Oh. I was very surprised because at first I was kind of like, I don't know about this. And then all of a sudden, like the fight scenes were like straight out of a Hong Kong movie. Like they were that well done. Fight choreography, camera work. I was like, where the hell did this come from? But he was in a movie with Matthias. I keep forgetting that guy's name. The dude from I Come in Peace. But I can't remember that name. Maybe you guys can help me out. Tino says, yeah, it was a pause and rewind for me, but it was a good movie. Yeah, I have a feeling we're gonna probably be the same way. Tenet, take your time and turn up the volume when you see boats and dialogue. I heard there were sound issues with the movie. That's weird. I wrestled a bear once. I've heard a few things from them. I saw Weird Al live recently when he toured with a symphony orchestra. It was so great. Oh, that's cool. He's touring still. That's awesome. You know, I've heard a few songs from Chevelle. I was kind of digging it. I was kind of digging Chevelle a little bit, but not enough to buy their CD. But it wasn't bad at all. Any non-action movies that rock your boat? I don't know. Action movies usually the genre that rocks my boat. Unless we're talking horror. I have not seen Greenland yet, Adam. Another disaster flick, right? Who is your favorite underrated action movie star? For me, it's Brandon Lee. That's a good choice. That's definitely a good choice. Favorite underrated action. You know, I know this is kind of cheating because a lot of people wouldn't consider him underrated. But I'm going to say Scott Adkins. I'm going to say Scott Adkins because even though he's popular within our sect. He's popular. People that love action movies and martial arts flicks, and they're hardcore like we are, like the Movie Dojo Army are. We know Scott Adkins is like one of the best. However, nobody in the mainstream world knows who the fuck Scott Adkins is. Nobody knows. Even though movies like Avengement is like fucking great. Nobody knows Avengement exists. Nobody knows this. In terms of mainstream appeal, in terms of mainstream audiences. I always wanted him to get to that Van Damme status, but I think a lot of it has to do with, Van Damme in his prime status is what I mean. I think a lot of it has to do with that genre in itself is not popular to mainstream audiences. The martial arts genre. Now, in action movies, you will get martial arts in them, but they don't market them as martial arts films. That's not the main core of it. Movies like Undisputed 2, 3, and 4, those are martial arts genre films. That's kind of dead, unfortunately, when it comes to mainstream audiences' appeal. That's late 80s, early 90s stuff right there, But Scott Adkins was not Darth Maul, Daikatana. Are you kidding? Are you goofing around right now? That was Ray Park. Tino, have you watched Ava, or is it Eva on Netflix? I think. Horrible. It sucked. It's funny you mentioned that. We just did an episode on that. Is it really that bad? We talked about Peppermint and Ava. So if you want to hear me rant on Ava, watch that live stream video. You'll crack up. Yeah, but yeah, that was just I don't know which new Netflix films are coming out. If I had a list, I'd go through the list. Which movie is better, Ninja Assassin or Ninja 2 Shadow of Tears? Oh, boy. Ooh. It's tough because they're both in the same... Well, maybe it's not tough. They're both in the same ninja exploitation genre. Obviously, Ninja Assassin has a way bigger budget than Ninja 2 Shadow of a Tear. If you're looking for spectacle, visuals, bigger body count, more action, then Ninja Assassin's for you. But in terms of martial art hand-to-hand combat, I might have to go with Ninja 2. I might have to go with that one. But I like both. I like both of them. Should Ninja Assassin get a sequel? No. No one's going to go see it. I don't think anybody's seen the first Ninja Assassin. Again, this type of genre is not popular, unfortunately, in mainstream theatrical release. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. I would watch it, though. I would. If they made a sequel, I would. Iko Uwais, Tony Jaa, Michael J. White, Scott Adkins. Yeah, there you go. This is the good shit. This is our realm. And look at Hollywood can't even, and Asian movie enthusiasts talks about this all the time. Hollywood can't even do Iko Uwais right in mainstream movies. They fucked him up several times because they don't know how to market. They don't know how to do it right. So why do you think Donnie Yen went back to Hong Kong? Well, wait, let me rewind a little bit. Why do you think Jackie Chan went back to Hong Kong? Twice. Because they didn't know how to market him, and he went back. Made Police Story as a fuck you to the director that helped do The Protector. And then after Rush Hour, he went back to Hong Kong. Rush Hour was a big hit, but he went back to Hong Kong to make other movies where he had more freedom, with the action scenes and stuff. Until he came back. Jackie's popular over here. But the genre in itself is, Donnie Yen, look what happened. But that was one of the best things, though, Donnie Yen failing in America, failing the crossover was in his favor. Because if that did not happen, he would not have gone back to Hong Kong And then look what he did. His career, his career is huge. Huge. Because he went back. I don't know why. If Remo Williams not getting a sequel most likely means it bombed. It probably didn't do well when it came out. Godzilla versus Kong, Adam. We're talking about that the whole stream. We just want it to be badass. That's all we want. We don't care about story. We don't care about nothing else. Just as long as it's got the fights, man, we'll be there. Yeah, I met Cynthia Rothrock. She's great. Took a photo with her. She's very nice. Darkman is better than The Shadow, John. But I do like The Shadow. I do. Yeah, Jesus, I understand. I really understand about Triple Threat. A lot of people were disappointed. I was a little bit more forgiving, though, because I heard about there was a lot of problems behind the scenes and a lot of reshoots, and that's why the movie's kind of a mess in terms of a story. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's not great, but it's entertaining. I mean, you get some action in there, you get some dream matches, but it's just one of those with the talent involved. You expect it to be mind blowing. You know what I mean? So I totally get why you're disappointed. Oh, I always talk highly of Jackie Chan's Foreigner, Tino. That's the movie where it's like, like I always say, a lot of Jackie Chan's recent films are not like the best, right? Like they have their moments, right? But The Foreigner, for some reason, is like his acting is good in it. He's an actual threat. Jackie Chan feels like a threat in it. The action's good. Story's good. The soundtrack's great. But nobody gave a fuck. It's sad. It's really sad. Like Jackie Chan finally makes a good movie and then nobody cares. But yeah, The Foreigner, I highly recommend. If you guys have not seen The Foreigner, I recommend that. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. All right, Jay Skull, have a good one, brother. I would not have minded Steven Seagal in the Expendables movie. I wouldn't have minded, And he had an opportunity to redeem himself, but he's Steven Seagal, unfortunately. I mean, he really could have, that really could have brought him back to the mainstream eyes, man. But, he didn't want to do it. What are you going to do? You can't force the guy. Fantasy Mission Force. Oh, my God. Well, believe it or not, 3Y3, with Jackie Chan's debut in Battle Creek Brawl. That was his American debut. This was before the Cannonball Run stuff. This was like his first entry in America, seeing him in his own solo movie with him as the star. Nobody really liked it at the time because they thought he was soft. You think about it. When you think of powerful, you think of Bruce Lee, right? Big kicks, big punches, big movements, right? And when Jackie Chan's doing his Jackie Chan shenanigans, we love the Jackie Chan shenanigans, right? But when he's doing his thing and, his type of kung fu type movement that's not traditional to where American mainstream audiences are used to, Battle Creek Brawl bombed. It did not do well. But you can find an interview of Jackie Chan talking about Battle Creek Brawl and why it did not do well. And that was one of the things he mentioned was the American mainstream audiences at the time didn't know what to make of his style of kung fu, fight choreography, and action. They didn't consider him strong or powerful, or they didn't believe that this little tiny guy can kick all these big ass, huge, buff, fat wrestler dudes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's interesting. But in The Foreigner, they were literally running. The Foreigner, they were like scared of Jackie Chan. Tino doesn't want us to go on Expendables. Phat Samurai, do you think movies like Ninja Assassin and Ninja was made possible by the 80s release of American Ninja? Well, yeah. I mean, it all started with Enter the Ninja. It started with that. Sho Kosugi was the villain in that. And then Sho Kosugi made Revenge of the Ninja, which is great. And then we had Ninja 3D Domination and American Ninja movies. It was a whole boom in the 80s of the ninja exploitation flicks. I mean, now, if you want to go, if you want like real accurate, as accurate as ninjutsu or ninjas were depicted, then you can watch the movies that came out in Japan, right? There's tons of them over there, and they're good too. But if you just want two ninjas fighting in the daytime on top of rooftop in the city in modern day, it's ninja exploitation, and it's fun. It's okay to love both. You can like serious, ninja flicks, or you can like the exploitation movies where you're just having fun, But yeah, those movies basically were. I mean, that's why Sho Kosugi, he's up there in age, but he showed up in Ninja Assassin. I mean, that was on purpose. You know what I mean? He had a cameo in there. Well, he was the main villain, I think. Yeah. So. Chasing the Dragon with Donnie Yen. I think Andy Lau's in that too, right? I heard that was a good gangster flick. Again, I haven't watched it yet. But this is what's fun about this new kind of live Q&A, hanging out with you guys on every Sunday night, if I can do that. I'm going to be watching movies throughout the week, and we can talk about what I watched every Sunday night. So if those of you who are late to the stream, we talked about Expect to Die, which is garbage. Honest Thief with Liam Neeson is a worthy rental. It's solid. It's not great. And Army of One had potential to be a really awesome, badass, scratch the itch, violent revenge flick. But it was kind of tame. But it's worthy enough for a rental, if you're interested in that. And Love and Monsters, believe it or not, was the surprise of the night for me. I expected it to be puke, romantic love garbage, just horribleness, and it actually was a fun, post-apocalyptic adventure film. I was actually surprised by that, and it was funny. I heard about the Steven Seagal reality cop show. I heard about that. You should. I mean, if you're curious, go ahead and watch it for free. Don't pay for it, but yeah, if you want to watch it for free. That show was a lot of people I knew. That was their guilty pleasure. They'd watch it and crack up, man, because it's Steven Seagal on a reality cop show movie. But you know what happened in that show, right? You know why that show got canceled? Because Steven Seagal decided to drive a tank into somebody's house and he killed a dog. I'm not making that up. I'm not making it up. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah. So after that, they got bad press, and they're like, "All right, let's cancel the show." Trado was happy he found and bought Avengement, picked it up, release date. Yeah, awesome, man. Great movie, man. Well, it's interesting you brought that up, Tino, because 47 Ronin with Keanu Reeves, which I have not seen yet, is a future Is It Really That Bad episode. Yes. So I have not seen it yet. You never know. I might hate it, or I might be like, you know what, that was all right. So, but it's a future episode coming, so stay tuned. Would I consider Samurai Cop a ninja movie? No. I heard Samurai's Japanese for sure. No, Samurai Cop is hilarious if you want to watch and laugh the whole movie from beginning to end. I highly recommend it. It's hilarious. Oh, Revenge of the Ninja was fun. I just watched it the other day. Yeah, you can't. It's just too much fun, man. You can't believe it. Fat Samurai, do you think the movie Pacific Rim was made possible by the movie Robot Jocks? You know, it's funny because not that many people know about Robot Jocks, which is the closest. It's not the same, but it's the closest thing to Pacific Rim if it was made in the 90s with no budget. But there's no kaiju monsters, but there's people in giant mech suits fighting. I remember it being cheesy, but I kind of liked it for some strange reason. But that was back in the 90s. I don't know what I would think about it watching it now. But no, I mean, Pacific Rim was straight up inspired by anime and inspired by kaiju films. So I mean, the movie still would have came out. I hope it was not John Wick's dog. Could you imagine? I got run over. I have seen the new pictures of the new Mortal Kombat. What do I think? They look good, man. I mean, it's, you know, I don't think this is a big budget film. The good thing is it's R-rated. I like the way Liu Kang, Kung Lao look. I like the way Jax's arms look. And come on, Joe Taslim as Sub-Zero is gold. He's going to be the star of the movie. That's going to be, I mean, he's going to kill it. And Henry Sonata as Scorpion, come on. Come on. So hopefully we get to see more. Tino says, cool, I have my doubts on Love and Monsters, but I check it out now because you said so. It's fun, man. It's a comedy, so you're gonna laugh. It's actually a fun little movie. I enjoyed it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the lead star. I don't know why I forgot this. The lead actress from Army of One actually shows up in Love and Monsters at the end in a fight scene, which is I was like, oh, it's the same chick. Any ideas for a Fat Man sequel? They don't need to make one. I don't think they need to make one. I enjoy Fat Man a lot. I think it ended perfectly. Kitty or Otep? You know what? I'm not really that familiar with Kitty. I've heard a few songs. It sounded okay, but I actually own several Otep albums, but I haven't followed them in the past several years. So I don't know if Otep's making good work now. But I know Kitty has their fans, though. Jax looks like Steve Harvey. Oh, shit. You guys are making me cry again. Do you think the movie Gunhead was bad? Was a bad film? I'm aware of Gunhead. I have not seen it, but I remember some people liking it as good bad. I remember people were like, "Oh my god, it's so bad, it's good." But I've not personally seen it though. Oh, okay. So Robot Jock still holds up. Okay, all right. Jax looks like that's it. You ruined it. How do you pronounce your name? Aches? Aches? I'm gonna call him Aches. You ruined the movie for me now. Now every time I see Jax, I'm gonna think of Steve Harvey. Norzoth says old Kitty was fun. Oh, that means new Kitty sucks. Jax is from Supergirl. Oh, the TV show. I remember I was at Tower Records back in the day. I know, right? Tower Records, right? And I remember I wasn't familiar with them there, but the Kitty had a booth that day. And they were going to show up like an hour later to sign autographs. So I could have hung out for an hour and got their autograph, but I didn't know who they were at the time. But anytime, man, you got chicks playing hard music, I'm like usually a fan. So it doesn't matter. You know, as long as they're thrashing and they're shredding, dude, I'm all for it. 3Y3 says, new OTEP is a little much. Yeah, it's been years, man. It's been a while since I've kind of followed them. Hey, I finished Alita Battle Angel. Very good movie. Hope we get a sequel. Yeah, a lot of fans. I mean, they really want a sequel, but I don't know if the wheels are turning to get things moving. You know what I mean? You know, now that Robert Rodriguez directed The Mandalorian and he's kind of part of that Mandalorian series, he might have some pull now. So maybe it might come down to him. You know, maybe it might come down to him throwing his weight around and be like, hey, you can make an Alita sequel. And I don't know. Maybe the cult fan base isn't enough. Maybe he has to do something. What? I did not know that. The legendary Steve James was supposed to play Jax in the first movie. Oh, well, in Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Wait, in the first movie. The first Mortal Kombat? That would have been fun. I mean, Jax had a little tiny role. He had a little cameo in the first Mortal Kombat movie. But any time you get Steve James, even for a little bit, it's worth it, man. Oh, Norzoth. Woo! Woo! Ninja in the Dragon's Den is dope. Oh my God. That is a badass old school martial arts flick, man. And speaking of Henry Sonata, when I just mentioned him as Scorpion, this is him in his prime. And I remember, I mean, there's some goofy moments in there, and there's some comedy in there too, but there is some badass fight scenes in Ninja in the Dragon's Den. I just remember at the end finale, Henry Sonata's running on foot, and this is really him. This is not a stunt double, because he's a student from Sonny Chiba, man, like legit student from Sonny Chiba, so he knows his shit. So he's running like this, okay? He's running like this. Here's his opponent. He runs like this. He literally jumps up in the air upside down. Now he's upside down now. And then he twists his body in the midair. This is not wire enhanced. This is not nothing, no wires. So he runs, jumps upside down. He's up like he's above his opponent, upside down. And the guy has a big staff like this, right? So he's upside down and he has his katana sword and he spins like this in midair, slicing and tacking the staff from upside down, and then he lands on his feet. And this is real, and you can see it in slow motion, and it's really Henry Sonata doing it. Yeah. It's fucking great. It's like, and he lands. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Yeah, I love Ninja in the Dragon's Den, and I really wish classic movies like that get Blu-ray releases. I know we have Eureka and we have 88 Films that are doing great jobs remastering old school classic martial arts films on Blu-ray. I will pre-order that shit. I will pre-order Ninja in the Dragon, like Duel to the Death. If that's another one, pre-order. Yeah. Good shit, man. Got me all excited. My favorite Jet Li film? Oh, man. It always comes down to, because Fearless was so good. But it comes down to, it's always a tie for me with Fist of Legend and Once Upon a Time in China 2. And man, it comes close. It might be Once Upon a Time in China 2, because it's hard to top Jet Li versus Donnie Yen. It's very hard to top that. Mainstream audiences, though, they would pick Fist of Legend easy, because it's got brutal fights in there. It's a good remake of Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, but it's that Wong Fei Hung character, man, that iconic character that Jet Li plays. It's hard to top Once Upon a Time in China 2. But he's got a lot of good ones. The Thing, Vinny, come on. That's not even a debate. Did anyone like Ghost of Mars? It's kind of funny. I actually saw Ghost of Mars in theater because of course I did. Tino says Fist of Legend and Once Upon a Time in China is my favorite too, in my Nacho Libre voice. Yeah, even the first Once Upon a Time in China is really good too, man. You get the ladder fight, you get a great villain. Oh man. Ghost of Mars has its moments, though. I'll give it that. There's some good stuff in there. It's not complete trash. Jet Li in the one is the best one. Oh my god, that is like me and Eric's Asian movie enthusiast. That's our guilty pleasure right there, man. You cannot beat Jet Li, the evil Jet Li, in a futuristic hell at the end. He gets sent to a futuristic hellish prison, and his punishment is to be attacked nonstop for eternity. So before he constantly fights hundreds of thugs till his sentence is over, which will be never, he turns around and tells them, and Jet Li turns around and tells the inmates coming up trying to fuck with him. He tells them, "I'm nobody's bitch." Jet Li says that, and then proceeds to fight hundreds and thousands of inmates as the camera pans away, and you see, I mean. Oh my god, it's too fun. It's too much. It's just too much. Sonder, what's going on? Thanks for the dono. Life will find a way. Classic Jeff Goldblum line. Ballin, I own it. I have not watched it. I have owned Southpaw. You know, it's interesting you mentioned Southpaw because in that movie trailers, a love story documentary about movie trailers, and they got a little snippet of us in there. We're in there for like 2 seconds. It's still a good. You should still watch it though. We don't get money or anything. We didn't get paid, but check it out because they actually mention trailers showing too much can ruin a movie, and they showed I'm still gonna watch it though, even though I watched the trailer. I'm still gonna watch it. I bought the movie. But the trailer for Southpaw literally shows the entire film. It shows the entire movie. This is what happens here. Then this is what happens in this part of the movie, middle part of the movie. And then this is what happens to his wife. And then there you go. They show that in the whole trailer. Now, don't get me wrong. The old school trailer for back in the day, you know, we're talking 30s, 40s, and 50s, right? Trailers were new and exciting, you know, so those old movie trailers kind of showed a lot. They kind of showed the whole movie too, but you got to advertise because think about it. In the old days, the only way to see a trailer is in the theater, right? So the old days, you know, it's not great, but it kind of made sense. But now, stop ruining the fucking movie with your trailers. But yeah, they literally show everything in the movie, in the movie trailer. Or movie trailers that spoil it for you and they show you who the villain is. Like the trailer for Terminator Genesis. In the trailer for sorry, spoilers. In the trailer for Terminator Genesis, they reveal the fact that John Connor is the bad guy. They show that in the trailer. It's like, whose idea was this? Why wasn't this person smacked him in the backside of the head? Oh my god. The new thing is a prequel. It is a prequel, Adam. Watchar isn't really that bad. Streaming video, if you're curious. We did talk about the Thing prequel. But yeah, it is a prequel. Check it out. Jet Li's Kiss of the Dragon, that was dope. That's probably one of his better American mainstream movies. Definitely up there. I kind of think Kiss of the Dragon's underrated, really. Yeah, it's a good bad movie, Tino. Like it's like Lady Fabloid says, good trash. The one is, yeah, it's really funny. Oh yeah, there you go. A Zombie Warrior brought up another one, Batman versus Superman trailer. They showed fucking Doomsday in there. I mean, I'm sure we all would have felt the same way about the movie anyway, regardless. But still, think about it. You think they would have saved Doomsday as a surprise, you know? But even Wonder Woman, you think they would have saved that as a surprise, you know? Oh, Trado used to work at Tower Records. I know, like music stores now, it's literally, little mom and pop shops or small stores. You know what I mean? Like we only have one place out here, FYE, a little tiny shop in the mall, and their music section's small. That's all we got out here, really. The beginning of the end was going to happen when Best Buy, starts basically cut down their physical media section, and they've like taken off there's no CDs. Like maybe you can find little bins of CDs in there, but they're not advertised. So, I look crystal clear. Well, that's good. I don't know what happened earlier, man. It's weird. Severio. Yep, I remember the trailers for Terminator Genesis. I remember going, what the hell is this? MCU versus DCU. Well, that's debatable. I mean, diehard DCEU fans are going to say DCEU. I would say in terms of quality content and building a universe successfully, it's going to be MCU, obviously. So DCEU, though, I like the fact now they're going in an opposite direction. I want DCEU to do their own thing. I want them to be the complete opposite of Marvel and stop playing catch up to Marvel. To stop. Make good movies, If this new Batman movie coming out with Pattinson, if that's a good kick-ass movie, people will come. People will pay their money. It doesn't have to be attached to the Justice League movie. It doesn't have to be attached to this. Make good movies and people will come. Yeah, see? FYE, yeah. 80% Funko Pops and 20% music section. Or I mean 30% movies. That's about it, really. Was Battlefield Earth really a bad movie? Yes. It's it's bad. Put it this way, I paid money to see that in theater. Yes. I paid money to see that in theater because, there was no YouTube then. There was no, there was just, hey, I'm bored. Let's go to a movie. So I dragged my buddy Mike. Battlefield Earth was so bad that I'm watching the movie. And then I think we're like maybe 30, 40 minutes in or whatever. And I slowly turn to my right to see how my buddy's doing. And he's completely laid out and he's stretched out on like 4 or 5 seats sleeping. So you know what I did? I woke his ass up. I was like, man, motherfucker, you better get up. I ain't suffering this movie by myself. But he was only able to do that because I think we were literally the only people in the theater. I think maybe there were 2 more people in the theater. But yeah. Now, however, over time, Battlefield Earth has become so bad it's good to some people. Like it's that John Travolta's acting is so over the top that it does kind of make you laugh because it's so ridiculous. So I don't know. It depends on what you're looking for. Thoughts on the Conjuring universe? I like the first 2 Conjuring movies. I hated the first Annabelle. I didn't bother watching the other 2, but people are telling me to. They said the Annabelle prequel is actually good. But I heard, was it La Llorona? I know I fucked up the name. I know. I'm terrible. I heard that was sucked. I heard that was a cash grab and no connection to the Conjuring universe, but they tried. And I heard The Nun was horrible. I heard they wanted to retitle The Nun. Well, some people wanted to retitle The Nun The Jump Scare. That's all I heard is like nothing but jump scares the whole fucking movie. So like I said, I like the first 2 Conjuring films. So Tino said, yeah, there you go, Vinny. Joker came out of nowhere. See, do their own thing. Tino says, I just watched a show, and one of the questions was, what is the thing that you put into a Walkman to play music? They thought it was 8 tracks. We are old, bro. Oh, my God. Are you serious? Wow. That's pretty funny. You like Joshua Gray's pitch to the question character in one of my favorite DC? Yeah, wasn't that? That was really good, man. That was really good. If you had to choose the worst movie ever between Superman, wait, hold on. If you had to choose between worst movie ever between Superman Returns, Godzilla 98, and Nightmare on Elm Street 2020, which one and why? Oh, fuck Nightmare on Elm Street 2020. Oh. Oh. Yikes. I guess. Oh, shit. Ooh. I guess Godzilla 98. I'd have to pick Godzilla 98. Let me catch up to you guys. Annabelle and the Boy was straight comedy. Horror movies are comedies nowadays. Oh, I was just pissed off at Annabelle. I was like, this is so bad. Insidious or Sinister? What was wrong with Sinister for me? I actually had issues with both of them. I guess by default, I would pick Insidious. Insidious 2 is where I stopped. I enjoyed Patrick Wilson playing being evil in that, channeling his Jack Nicholson from The Shining. I enjoyed him in the Insidious 2, but it's as far as I got. I never watched any other Insidious movies. The Sinister, I really liked the concept, the plot, and I really liked the first half. And then something about the second half, like when he was watching those videotapes, or no, the film, when he was watching the film reels, that was good. That was eerie, creepy factor. But when he got little ghost kids like hopping around in the house, it didn't work. Plus, you have one of the worst names in the history of horror films. You have Bagul. So by default, since the main villain is called Bagul, Insidious kind of inches it out. But Insidious, I was the same thing. Like the first half, I really liked it. Had creepy vibe. And then when they showed the fucking thing clearly at the end, I was like, what is this, Darth Maul? What the fuck is Darth Maul running around here? It was like, something fell off with the ending. But both movies have their positive things about them, though. There you go. The third act in Sinister was weak. Okay, so I wasn't alone in that then. Okay. Insidious was the funniest horror movie when the kid was dancing in the house. Oh, yeah, the ghost part? Yeah. I think I laughed at that, too. I didn't even know there was another Sinister movie? I didn't even know there was a Sinister 2. Oh, the third act Sinister 2 was weak. Okay. No, I didn't even bother watching the second one. I have not seen Sadako versus Kayako, but I do have Shudder, so you never know. You never know. Ackwolf says, jump scare movies are cheap, no real tension like Poltergeist or The Entity. Ooh, The Entity, that was rough. That's a rough movie, man. Just because of the subject matter. It's really fucked up. And if that's real, if what happened in The Entity is real, yeah. That's even more fucked up because I know it was loosely based off of real events. But yeah, if that legitimately happened and that's real, then what do you do? How do you live? How do you live the rest of your life like that? Yeah, the Entity is it's fucked up, man. Well-made movie though. Poltergeist, classic. I was so late to the game, finally getting to watch it, but I'm glad I did. I enjoyed that. Oh, fuck the remake. Oh my God, the Poltergeist remake is the perfect example of remakes gone wrong. Perfect example of why, Hollywood just does these cash grabs to just remake and reboot shit. This is just bland. Sam Rockwell looked like he didn't give a fuck being there. Like it was just anything interesting or cool was completely anything in the original that was interesting or cool was completely just generic, bland, vanilla horribleness. The only thing that was kind of interesting was in the remake was you got the chance to see inside. I'm gonna call it the further. You got a chance to see inside the further a little bit, which is different. But not knowing what's inside was a lot more creepier. It was a lot more scarier not knowing what's in there, not knowing what she's looking at, So, oh my God, that Poltergeist remake was terrible. And as bad as the Poltergeist remake was, the Fog remake was worse. Worse. Believe it or not, I'd rather take the Poltergeist remake over the Fog remake. Wait. They're remaking The Exorcist. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. So we had those two weird Exorcist kind of sequels that came out. I'm not talking about Exorcist 2 and 3. I'm talking about what was it? Exorcist the Beginning, Exorcist Possession. There's 2 movies that came out, or 2 versions of the same movie. It was weird. I think Stellan Skarsgård was in that. I have not seen those. I heard the behind the scenes story of those is really fascinating, but the end product was just a mess. But Adam Evans right now just said that they're remaking Exorcist, and I'm like, come on, dude. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you right now, because how the mainstream audience is right now, I guarantee you they will not have a little girl do today what that little girl did in the original. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen. That was risque for the 70s. That was risque for back then. They're not going to do that now. They're not. I can't forget, what is her name? God dang it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the new Exorcist was Steven Seagal as the priest. Well, now we have the greatest movie ever made now. Steven Seagal doing some slap fighting on the on the demon. Best movie ever. Okay, so Blaze Studios says it will be a sequel. Apparently, it is being produced by Blumhouse, which is concerning to me. So it is. So are they pulling like a Halloween where it's not technically the sequel, but it's kind of a rebooted sequel, kind of like Terminator: Dark Fate or Halloween? Is that what they're doing? Linda Blair, thank you so much, Linda Blair. Yeah, they're yeah. See, look. If that's true, what Blaze just said, sequel. Yeah, you can't remake Exorcist. You can't. Can you imagine how bad that would be? It'd be terrible. And what I loved about the original Exorcist is it's the true personification of evil. Like you, when you think of evil and demons, it's the perfect example that movie is. As soon as the priests start walking in, already the demons talking shit. Like already. I mean, believe it or not, The Exorcist is probably more Christian than than you think. But yeah, it's the way that demon acts, the way that demon talks, the way that demon makes Linda Blair do what she does. It's perfect. Like, it's hard to recapture that if they did a remake. The demon is going to be the Olsen twins. Steven Seagal is the demon. Dracula: The Untold Story. Oh, Luke Evans? I liked Luke Evans as Dracula, and I liked that badass scene where where Dracula basically took on a whole army by himself. That was dope. I had problems with the rest of the movie, though. Pet Sematary remake or Chucky remake? I've seen Child's Play remake. It's not great, but it's not the worst thing ever. I have not seen the Pet Cemetery remake though. Get Chris Tucker as the priest. See, now you guys are making the greatest movie ever. We gonna have Chris Tucker team up with Steven Seagal against one of the Olsen twins that's possessed. This is the greatest movie ever. The crash. What is it? The power of Christ compels you. I don't think he's listening. I don't think the demon's listening. Might want to say that again. I don't know. Maybe if I fuck it up, I fuck this demon up right now, man. This is the greatest movie ever. We've just created the best movie of all time. Oh my god. The mom is Gemma from Sons of Anarchy. This is the best movie ever. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are too much. Oh. I thought Luke Evans was always out of the closet. I thought he's been out of the closet. Oh man, that's so funny. Oof. Oh my god. Oh. Repossessed with Nielsen and Blair was Exorcist Part 2. That's probably going to be more entertaining than this Blumhouse bullshit that's coming out. Oh my god. I've never seen either. I haven't seen Red Planet or Martian. It's weird because when The Martian came out, it's Ridley Scott, and it was like, hey, Ridley Scott's return to form. It's very strange with The Martian. I haven't heard any good things about Red Planet, to be honest. I was always curious about it, though. But with Matt Damon's The Martian, I remember everybody was talking so good about it when it came out. Like Ridley Scott's return to form. Matt Damon is great. This is like a triumph. And so many people talked so good about it. And then it's weird. Like over the years, nobody's talking good about it anymore. It's strange. It's like people are kind of like, it was overbloated. Matt Damon overact. It was too long. Like I don't still hear good things about it now. It's weird. It's very strange. But I was always curious about it. I should have saw it when it came out in the theater. I blew it. I still might check it out though. Get Terrence Hill as the priest. Oh my god. Well, now it is legitimately the greatest movie ever made. Terrence Hill as the priest. Gilbert Gottfried as the priest. And Bill Murray as the demon. Okay. This is too good ideas. All right, so Tino, so he says Martian was actually pretty good. Okay. Which is worse, Alien Resurrection or Covenant? Okay. One movie that's not great, not high art, but pure popcorn fun with some great creature effects and some fun moments with characters, or utter dog shit that completely ruins the mystique and mythos of the Alien franchise. I don't know. I think it's funny you put them together, though. It's pretty hilarious. Okay, so Gilbert still likes it. He still likes The Martian. So it looks like, so you guys still like The Martian, looks like. Okay, you're motivating me to watch it more now. Screw that, get Wu-Tang Clan to be the demons. Fuck it, we have multiple demons possess one person. Fuck it. Oh, this is hilarious, Tino. This is like pure entertainment right now. It's all good. It's hilarious. This is the greatest movie ever. Oh, 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 man. You guys got me crying tonight. Tears are coming out. I'm laughing so hard. Oh. What if Alien Covenant was its own thing, not part of the Alien universe? That's going to be hard, though, because it sequels Prometheus. So maybe if you started from Prometheus and then went into Alien Covenant, maybe it wouldn't be as bad. But I don't know. But any movie that basically takes a big dump on the franchise you like. And it's okay if there's Alien Covenant fans here. It's all right. All right, we can all be friends. It's fine. I only like Resurrection for Michael Wincott, one of the best character actors around. Hey, you gotta love Ron Perlman in the movie though too, man. Come on, the double pistol falling back. He got his legs on the ladder, falls back in slow motion, shoots at the alien upside down. Come on, that was fucking cool, man. Like I said, popcorn fun, ridiculousness, or no, you can't kick out Prometheus. You can't. If you can't just start from Alien Covenant. It's sequels Prometheus. You gotta have Prometheus there. It's like the Predator. Like, how do you can't even start with the Predator? Like, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is happening?" Oh, I'm having a blast talking with you guys tonight. We're having a good time. Well, you know what? It's almost 12 over here. Yeah, it's still streaming, but actually, we're getting ready to end it right now. So, I have not seen Mission to Mars, Sean. I have not. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with the old samurai tonight, talking movies. I'm going to try to make this every Sunday night thing and hang out with you guys. We talk movies, hang out with the badasses. That's right. And I'll kind of mention what movies I kind of watched through the week, and we just talk about it. Just shoot the shit. Expect to Die. Burn it with fire. Do not watch that piece of shit. But Love and Monsters was fun. That's the recommendation of the night. And thanks again for hanging out tonight. And you guys rock. Really quickly, don't forget tomorrow at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Join us again for another Is It Really That Bad episode. And I'm going to be with Danny, the Cinestalker. That's right. He's going to be hanging out with me. And we're talking about I Was a Teenage Zombie and the fourth Crow movie. Yes, The Crow Wicked Prayer with Edward Furlong as the Crow. I've never seen it. But it's literally I think it's at a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. So holy fuck. So we're in for some pain, some comedy as well. So see you guys tomorrow if you want to hang out and join. Thanks a lot, guys. Spin you later. See ya. Nighty night. Have a good one, guys. Take care.